Hey guys, sorry about last time. I crashed my Google Chrome and my Hangouts, so yeah, I went bye-bye. But we're back, and we got Burma with us too. So sorry about last time.
I got a loop going. How do I do that every time? Oh my gosh, I do a loop every time.
Okay, how are you guys? How's everybody doing?
Good. We're back. Thanks for letting us hijack your show. It was fun.
Yeah,
hijack. I love
Got
it.
to show some kitten photos.
That's it. We just sat around and said nothing but a string of cuss words for like 10 minutes, and then that was it. That's all we did.
Yep.
And we showed our private parts all over it. So
yeah, all over Discord. Go check it out.
All over.
That'll get a bunch of people in there.
About with your
on
channel
the stream.
Yeah, we took channel.
Did you? While I was gone? Oh,
Yeah, you have to check it out.
We wrecked your channel while you were gone.
I'm gonna have some fun later. I'm gonna look at all those pictures. Hey, all right. Hey, I wanted to talk about the Mandela effect. If you guys are down, I don't know.
Yeah, man, I'm down like Judy Brown. I'm ready.
All right, because look, I don't ever talk about examples on my channel, so I thought it'd be cool for my viewers if we finally went ahead and started talking about, for once, on Unirock, some Mandela effect examples. Try to convince me about some good examples is what I want. I don't know. I know you guys like Mandela, so me too. So I don't know if you want to go first, Burma, since you haven't had a chance to talk yet. Tell me like your favorite Mandela examples or something, if it's cool.
Yeah. Well, one that got me, like I was saying before, that the one for let me think here. You put me on the spot. I wasn't expecting to go first.
That's okay. Someone else can go if you want a second.
Yeah. Let me just get. I'll write some stuff down and then
let you cook a little bit.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
You've told me before. What are some of your favorite ones, though?
I'm trying to think of a new one that I've heard that. You know, I had an interesting conversation. I've been saving this for my show, but it's coming up. Is me and Kate, well, actually, Kate was the first person I ever heard talk about schwans, and I put it on the show, and I never heard anyone else talk about it before she saw it. Now, for you guys that don't know what schwans is, on the East Coast, there's like a delivery service if you're lazy and you don't want to go shopping or you're crippled or something. You can order food delivered from this company called Schwans, and they show up with a refrigerator truck, and they're known for like these awesome desserts they have. So Schwans has been coming around, and it always used to be spelled Schwans with 2 N's. And so I ordered some Schwans we get it about once a month. The dude will come through, and I asked him, I said, hey man, the Schwans worker, so do you remember if Schwans was spelled differently? And he's like, yeah, I kind of remember when I was a kid that it was 2 N's, but when I've been working here, it's only been 1 N. And I said, well, don't you think that's weird? And he goes, well, you know, the company's changed a few times, so I figured that maybe, like, you know, the new owners just dropped an N out or something. And I said, well, he's like, but what I find odd is people still write 2 N's all over their checks. And it's like, so you're seeing all the time people writing 2 N's. He's like, yeah, everybody thinks it's spelled with 2 N's some reason. And I said, well, don't you think that's strange? And he goes, well, yeah, I did. I'm going to ask my boss about it because he's worked here the whole time. And so I'm waiting for him to come back to find out what his boss said. So
yeah, it looks
Did you
weird.
mention Mandela effect to him at all?
No,
as
soon as you mention the Mandela effect, he's going to deny it. So I'm gonna let him
people just run,
and then I'm going to be like, hey, because otherwise he'll just blow it off. So yeah, I've seen that happen where people will be like, well, no, it really wasn't Luke, my father. You know, it was always, no, you're my father. It's not Luke. So, you know, like they'll just change their mind. It's really easy to second guess yourself. But
you see that a lot with people.
Oh yeah, because your rational mind.
I do.
This is crazy.
Well,
I did it when I first.
I mean, before I even knew what Mandela effect was, when I was just kind of noticing the changes before there was a name for it or something.
Yeah.
Or a reason to think that it was anything other than just a logo change or whatever.
Yeah, that's how I was when I first came across them. I came across them on the net, and I'm like checking things out. And I'm like, oh, this stuff can be like on the net, and it can change, and they could mess with you that way. But when one happened to me, and this is the one I was going to talk about, was the Queen one. We Are the Champions at the end where it says
Oh,
we're the
yeah.
champions of the
Yeah,
world.
that's a big one.
Okay, my parents listen to Queen. I've been listening to Queen since I was a little girl. I know all the lyrics, man. I'm a musical person. And I have the CD I've had for 10 years in my car. So I went out to my car and I popped it in and I listened to it and I'm waiting for the end of the song and I'm like, it wasn't there. And then that's when it hit me, like that a lot of these things that people are going through, it's all, you know, this isn't not, I think some of them might be net things, but I think a lot of them aren't. So then what does that mean for the rest of that? But that's one of my own personal ones. And the Kennedy assassination, the assassination of Kennedy, that was, I studied it. There were 4 people in the car. So I did, you know, research and I asked a bunch of people and they all said 4. Not one person that I know said 6. So that was another one for me. Those 2 are really big for me.
Yeah, I have a friend just like you that was really deep into researching that conspiracy, and he is all over that one. I mean,
Yeah,
he's just like you. He's mind blown.
Well, hey, I got a really awesome picture.
That's the one that convinced
that
him.
Mandela effect.
Of Mandela effect, actually. So.
Look at this. I'm going to pull. Oh, it's right here. Oh, just missed it. This is in one of my videos. It's the Kennedy assassination in a 4-door car. I have no clue where the viewer got this. They sent this to me, and I haven't analyzed it into a video program to see, or a analyzation program to see if I can maybe see some signs of computer hackery. But
what's weird is I don't remember a roll bar.
Like I don't either.
Top. That doesn't look right. I don't remember a bar going.
Yeah, everything looks wrong, and the fact that it's like most of the things you see now are in color. What about
that? That has little handles on the back too.
Yeah, I don't remember those either because Jackie climbs all the way out in the trunk.
Yeah,
you remember that?
That's true.
I don't remember climbing over.
I wonder what this is.
Basically,
unless it's from another reality. It's like the 3rd or 4th reality.
Is that from a movie? Maybe it's from a movie. You know,
I don't know, but I'd love to know. So what I always do when I have this happen is I'm going to go ahead and put it into a program. I'll extract this picture right now, and then we'll do a Google reverse image search and see if we can find the source picture. Because a lot of times you can debunk stuff that way.
Even then, if that was a movie, why would they have portrayed it like that?
Yeah, it's not an accurate representation. Now, what's funny is when I asked my dad, he named all 4 people, and then I was like, "Well, let's look at this video," and it like really threw him off. He's like, "Why is there 6? Maybe?" And then after like 10 minutes, he convinced himself it was 6 people.
I've asked probably
you know what that's called,
and I only had one
like,
person.
Maybe I was wrong, and I was like, "Dad, you were not. You were completely. You know, you knew who everybody was. You knew, you knew all the history."
Yeah. The thing about this is for the older people that were alive during that time is the fact that it's such a historical event, right? So those kind of historical events really stick in people's minds. So how could, people that were, whether they were in school or they remember it's like us with 9/11. All of us know exactly where we were when that happened.
Well, here we go.
Well, you know what? Right? It's a good point you point that out, Burma, because, all right, so for you guys that watch my channel, I've been documenting my dad's life for like a year. I do these chapters every few weeks. I drop one. And the last chapter I did, he's talking about how life was completely one way, and then the Kennedy assassination happened, and now it's another. Like his whole life changed, and America changed. So Burma's completely right. Like it was some huge event for those people back then, and they remembered every single thing about it. It would be like our 9/11, where people have watched it 1,000 times and studied it, and so my dad would have known. I mean, it was his 9/11. It was my space shuttle.
Oh, it was huge. Definitely.
My event was our age was space shuttle. Boom.
Yeah.
And all
Challenger.
The
what about this one? The TV. Since when is the TV made in the 30s? Since when have people been watching TV since the 30s? That one is kind of really freaking me out a little bit because
the color
I was born in the early 70s,
And if you now in this reality, the color TV was invented in Mexico, not here, early. It was in Mexico first, and then it came over, which is like, what? So I don't know if that's still in this reality, but that was the last time I checked. If you want to find out who invented color TV.
That one gets me. I mean, they just like to me, they're so laughable anymore, and it's not in a bad way. It's just in a like a I've already accepted it way. You know what I mean? Like everything's changing.
Logie Baird invented the color television.
Would you say it was in Mexico, or was it from Farnsworth?
Who invented the color TV? Mexican. Was a Mexican electrical engineer. He was the inventor of a color wheel type of color television. So he wasn't the first television creator.
I think the first one was Farnsworth, and then he got ripped off by another guy. Who was that jerk that ripped everything off and made it his? Marconi, maybe? Was it Marconi that completely stole all of his designs and basically sued him to death until his patents ran out? Yeah. Real stellar guy.
Like what happened to Tesla.
The cotton gin's another one. The cotton gin.
Or like pioneering work on the long distance radio transmission.
Macaroni.
And then
Guglielmo Macaroni.
Yeah, that's it. It's a whole history about
there's pictures here.
Hijacked and screwed Farnsworth. And
so where did those pictures come from? Have you figured that out yet?
Which pictures?
The picture that he's reverse image.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Look, I found another angle of the 4-door.
But I mean,
no, wait. How many people are here?
Is that
1, 2. There's 6 there. I can look. All I got to do. Okay, look. So inmaze.com has it, but this is a.
You see, wait.
It looks like it's in a different language, but we'll see.
Climbing on the trunk. Oh, the handles are there, and so is the roll bar.
Yeah.
But the front, that's weird. It's like
there's the 6 with the roll bar. And then the handles in the back, they're just really far back.
When this first was a Mandela effect, in this reality there were no handlebars. I remember that because a lot of people were like, "Weren't there handlebars?" And there were clearly no.
I don't know. Maybe we're starting to get stuff from a 3rd and 4th version.
Well, that's like I went through that with the with when I first found out about the Mandela effect. One of my first ones was Tiananmen Square in China, where people were saying that this guy got ran over by the tanks, and I'm like, that guy most certainly
I've heard of this.
Right? And then just recently, then it comes back to no, he didn't. And I was watching how I seen that was actually I was showing somebody I had went to a concert, and I was looking up a Scorpions video, and this Scorpions video actually has a clip of the Tiananmen Square in the actual video. And I'm like, wait a minute, see, he didn't get ran over. And then I went back, and it's like, it's like it's flip-flopping. Some things are changing back.
Well, if that's the way it's supposed to be now, it definitely flip-flopped.
Burma, the Ford logo has had 3 changes since I've watched it.
That thing's just making me mad. The curly Q thing is not on the Ford. Like, my dad had a 1972 Ford Mustang that I was absolutely in love with. Here. It is the reason why I own a Mustang today. I have a Ford F-150 truck. That was one that got me. I actually went out to my truck and looked at that, the curly Q thing. That makes me mad.
But no, it changed.
That was never that way.
I've got residual pictures of evidence of both ways. Actually, I save all of them, and I find.
Right, you see the picture on the bottom there. The Ford is right, and then do you see how the O has a hole in it where it doesn't in the other? Like there's 3 different logos. One, the O has a hole, the curly Q, and then the straight bar.
Wasn't that like the Thinker? The Thinker's like that too. The Thinker keeps bouncing back and forth too.
Yeah, I don't know. How do we get into a Mandela show at 12:30 at night, 1 in the morning? I got tricked.
That was Uni.
Best time to do it.
I thought we were going to talk about kittens, and I thought we were going to talk about people disappearing in the woods and
no, that I have to say about that.
I do want to go back to that.
About the people disappearing in the woods. I have watched and done like a little bit of research on that, and it is so crazy. I mean, the people that go missing in national parks, and the fact that there's some of them are so far away from the area that they were originally in, like a little kid, and it's so far away that there's no possible way that kid could have just wandered off, you know. It's intriguing to say the least. It makes me a little nervous to go hiking in the woods. I mean, like national park woods.
We were talking about when Uni went off air, Uni, we were talking about that one chick that got where they show the footage of her talking to herself in the elevator, and then like she's acting all weird, and then all of a sudden she disappears, and they find her like 3 days later inside a water tank on top of the building with her clothes all folded up. Do you remember? Oh, you never? I figured you knew
never
what
heard
this
of this.
was. Yeah, I was going to see if you could.
No. I'd love to.
Dark, what do you think the link would be called? Could you drop him a link so he could see it? No, the girl talking to herself in the elevator, like she's all. It looks like she's literally. Try like girl talking to herself on elevator.
I don't know.
I'm not going to be able to see it. I don't know if my internet's not working right, so all I'm seeing is you guys' picture. I can't even watch whatever he puts up.
Man, we gotta.
If you click on his name,
Elisa,
yeah, that's it.
Click on his name, it keeps his up.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's not about his popping back and forth. Because that's fine. It's my internet is not strong enough with my tablet to be able to, I only see your pictures. So if you guys can see me, I'm amazed.
Hey,
this is a wonderful story.
We got you. We got good video of you and good sound, so we're good here.
Well, that's good.
I'll explain everything that we look up, so that way you got.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry.
If you want to look, someone.
You're fine.
Vanilla Christie said it's someone named Elisa Lamb. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah, the 21-year-old mysterious.
No. Find the video. Play the video.
Yeah, find the video.
It's creepy.
Oh, I found one in.
Maybe it's in this.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go.
I can't watch it.
She's in an elevator hitting buttons. And looks normal so far. I do have sound on, but there's no sound at this point in the video.
Yeah, I don't think the
she looks confused.
You're a good narrator.
Whoa. She's really going crazy. She's like, yelling at herself or yelling out the door.
I mean, I've been drunk like that a few times, but
she's hiding in the corner.
Yeah, look, she's in the corner of the elevator from someone. Look at that.
Yeah. It looks like she's worried someone's coming after her. Why didn't she let the door shut? She's standing at the door now, peeking. Red sweater, just chilling there, like looking real creepy. Creeped out. This is crazy, man.
What'd you say it was?
Okay, she's doing some type of dance.
And then she disappears afterward.
Elisa Lamb video before found in water tank. Elisa Lamb elevator video being followed. 3 million views.
Find out, Uni, is basically this is the footage of the day before she disappears. She disappears for a few days, and they find her in the water tank in the top of the building, and the water tank is not big enough to fit a body in. It is like a little 4-foot tube where you can get water in. So how does heck does someone...
After hotel guests complained about...
Oh, sorry, Doc.
I guess we're done.
Here, oh, they've got a whole documentary on her. The death of Elisa Lamb. Here's a short video on her.
All right, do it.
Kind of short. Oh, no, you're fine, Doc. I'm sorry. I just couldn't hear you when...
I'm Jason Martinez.
Here, let me see. Okay, so what happened to, like, she's in a water tank dead, right? She's not alive when they find her?
No, like, she disappears. They can't find her, and then she shows up dead in a water tank on top of the building, and, like, the water tank is completely sealed. There's no way a body can get in it. And on top of that, she's naked, and her clothes are all folded up on top of her in the water tank. So somehow, how the hell do you do that? It's like you have to cut.
Yeah.
They had to cut a hole to get her out. Like she couldn't have fit in there.
Yeah, they had to like torture.
Oh my gosh, man! Here, let's see what it says.
I was haunted by the idea that you're wasting your life.
We got to deal with a little bit of woo-woo.
On the
at
30th
of
of
this.
April 1991, Yina Lam gave birth to a baby girl. She and her husband David.
Okay, let me skip ahead because it's telling her whole life story.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Right here.
Documentary, dude.
Okay, we got right to the part. Here it is at the hotel. This is the hotel part. So let's see what it tells us about her disappearance real fast. If we can't get it, we'll just shut it off. So.
Also known as Stay on Main, had received mixed reviews from its guests across the years. One female customer even recalled how, in 2011, she was spied on through a bathroom vent whilst taking a shower at the hotel. Skid Row itself is known for having one of the largest stable homeless populations in the United States, prompting the Cecil to file a report with the police. On the 6th of February, the LA Police Department released the details of the suspicious disappearance of a young Vancouver woman. The next day, the police department held a...
Just crash again?
31st.
Yeah. Did he crash?
No, I'm sorry. Elisa Lam was last seen on January 31st of 2013 at the Cecil Hotel. She was alone from Vancouver in LA. Her final destination was Santa Cruz. She took public transportation, including Amtrak and buses. So there's the police report. And here's the elevator part of the video if you want to watch. It's
Yeah, put it on again.
Look at this real quick. Here we go. Here's the elevator part. They're going to narrate it this time at least. So here, let's see what they say.
This was the last known location of Elisa.
It's too creepy.
You guys are watching the video.
Yeah, sorry, we're...
Could you imagine just hearing that music without knowing exactly what's going on?
Officials are acting oddly, to say the least.
Yeah, she's creeped out.
She is definitely creeped
Okay.
out. Look, and she's conversating. It's like she's
talking to someone that's off camera. And her hands are all weird. Look how she's holding them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check this video out.
19th of February,
Oh, we're
the
driving.
LAPD
I'll drop a
received
link.
phone call from the Cecil Hotel
Thank you.
reporting the discovery of a body. After several guests had complained about the water quality, the hotel had sent a worker up to inspect the water tanks.
Oh, here we
The
go.
body of a young woman was found in one of them.
I wanna see
Detective
it.
Tennell, one of the primary detectives on the case, arrived at the...
Okay, there's the water tanks. It should come up on your screen in like 2 seconds. There's only like a 5-second delay between us. Yeah, how do you get in
You'll
that?
see, there's no
swim in there.
entrance on those.
That is super creepy.
Or on the one, I believe she's
How do
on
they
the
explain
one
it?
above.
What is the official explanation? Does anyone know?
They don't have one. It's a mystery. It's an unsolved mystery.
That's why there's 3 million hits on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to see what the next part says just for a second. If it gets boring or something, or if I get too lost in it, just tell me and say, Booney, stop looking at this. Okay, so hold on.
scene that afternoon
I get into stuff, man.
and confirmed that the body was indeed Elisa Lam.
It was the rooftop of the Cecil Hotel, a 15-story hotel built in the 1920s. The rooftop has 4 1,000-gallon water tanks, reportedly used to supply the hotel with water. The decedent was found floating face up in the tank to the northeast. It appeared to be approximately half to 3/4 full when looked into the tank. There was an unsecured removable metal hatch on top of the tank. Clothing and shoes were also found in the tank. A hotel keycard and watch were found amongst the clothing.
Oh man.
So there's an opening now.
That's the
though?
first time I've heard that because I thought it was completely.
Yeah,
I have distinctly heard them say.
I thought then they had to
before.
cut it out to get her out.
Yeah.
I mean, they mean
well,
just
you got to go with the source.
Yeah.
This is just paranormal scholars' opinion, so you know.
Well, he's
there's
showing
some
pictures there. There's obviously
stuff or-
something up there to give.
Well,
him.
we can
I
see
don't
the
know.
top here, and
I
it
mean,
doesn't
if
look like there's any
If
type of
you just
removable
jump
hatch
in
on
there,
the
then
top.
that's not as exciting as her getting teleported in there. But let me see. Keep going.
Well, yeah.
We'll address it.
Okay. Here we go.
On the 21st of February, an autopsy was carried out by Doctors Yulai Wang and Jason Tovar. Unusually, the autopsy report was not released to the public until several months later, in late June. On the 15th, the doctors checkmarked Elisa's death as accidental. However, 3 days later, on the 18th, their conclusion was hastily changed to could not be determined. Yet, before release to the public, this was once more changed back to the original conclusion. Elisa Lam's death was accidental. The autopsy report stated that Elisa was on 4 different psychiatric medications for her bipolar disorder at the time of her death. There were no signs of foul play.
Now, if you're taking bipolar medication, a lot of that stuff doesn't mess you up real bad.
Yeah, I don't know now. I thought the hatch, I had heard that completely different, that
Me too.
there was no way to get into that tank, because I thought it was like a hatch you could look in, but you couldn't fit a body in.
Yeah, and it's locked, or it was shut in a way that had to be, it was semi-permanent.
Like, how do you fold clothes?
Because I remember them saying they had to cut her out. I remember that specifically.
Well, we can look on Wiki real quick.
Yeah.
She's cute.
But yeah, it could have just been
nice.
I guess somebody could have just embellished the story, but
well, I don't know. See, like, we also have to look at, the fact that we're not getting good. We don't know what kind of information we're getting from that video either. So, I mean, they could just be assuming also. It was pretty big, though. Litigation.
Assuming.
Makes it.
Oh, for sure. Now, here we go. I was wondering this. This is something I wondered. It says they filed a lawsuit. Other people in the hotel then filed a lawsuit against the hotel because they were saying that they let them drink the water coming out of that tank when it contained a body, and they were upset about that. So
Who the hell would the hotel know? I mean, that's not very fair.
Yeah.
Like, the hotel would be like,
it really isn't.
How would you? Is that the first thing you'd think of, that if you had bad tasting water?
Yeah, let me go up and check the tank to make sure there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me go check that water tank for you for bodies before you drink the water.
Yeah.
That's a good hotel guy there. Yeah. Oh, discovery of body. Okay. Some also claim the water was colored black. So here we go. There was a lot of different claims made. That's probably why this is coming out in the paranormal realm. So, of course they're going to have an official explanation, but I bet a lot of what we're getting is from people who actually were there and are reporting what they saw, which you could probably take more, because let's just say that, a lot of times cops don't want it to seem paranormal, so they numb it down for everyone and then say, hey, go report this to everybody. So just a thought. But why would the employee go to the roof and pumped water? Huh. Yeah, it's just the craziest thing. It links into the missing 411 thing hardcore.
Yeah,
So
especially with the clothes. The clothing thing is
So
something.
is that one attributed? I wonder if that's attributed to missing 411.
No, it is. David Politis, or whatever his name is, will tell you that.
So that's one of his cases. Gotcha. This is scary. There's so much paranormal stuff going on, and this is something that you'd think. Okay, in the town that I live in, we've had 5, and I live in a town with about 30,000 residents, and we have 5 girls who disappeared here in this town alone, and it was in the national news. They did a documentary about it on ID television. It was really big, and yeah, they only found maybe I think there was 7 that disappeared. They found 2 out of the 7, and the other 5 are still missing. So we've had our share of missing women, and we're a small town relatively. So what about you guys in your area? Do you have these types of reports? Do people talk about this stuff, missing people?
There's a lot of missing people all over the U.S. I lived in Nebraska for a very short period of time in a town called Venango, and it was a very, very small town, maybe 100 people. It had 2 bars, because every town needs 2 bars, and a post office and a cafe, and that's it. It had a school, but the school was shut down. The town was dying. It was out in the middle of nowhere. So there was this girl that went missing in the bar. They never found her after she left, and I mean, of course it makes you nervous to even go into a place like that after a story comes out. You never know what happened, because they never found her. So
I've been seeing stories lately about the homeless people. There have been millions of homeless people disappearing also. People
I have not heard of this either.
One of the theories is FEMA camps. There are even supposed, insiders that worked there or whatever, and you know how that goes. So
reports from insiders saying what? That people were brought
saying
there
that it's true. Yeah, saying that they're full of homeless folks. They're basically using the.
You're saying they have.
That's what they say.
Taking people there. Well, we can always plug that in.
I was doing a lot of research about this in my book. There's a big part of my book that goes into FEMA camps, there's a whole section in it. And a lot of people don't realize that they use them as holding facilities for, quote, illegal aliens, Mexicans and stuff, that they find them and they just keep them there and nobody hears from them. You know, they're just aliens. It's like, just because they're foreigners.
Yeah.
I saw reports that Donald Trump was using them for that too.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Well,
who knows?
We do know about the ban on Muslims coming into our country, and there was a lot of conspiracy and controversy over that and what would happen to people in the country that wanted to leave, and you know, whether or not they'd actually let them go or if they would put them in a camp. We've heard that on every conspiracy, pretty much has that version. Yeah, this is a whole conspiracy theory. There's even a page dedicated to it. It's so popular on Wikipedia. Ooh.
No,
it
crazy
says,
see it in there.
In more extreme versions of the FEMA camp conspiracy theory, large numbers of U.S. citizens will be imprisoned for the purposes of extermination as a new world order is established. Do you guys know about the standing stones in Georgia that talk about this?
Oh, yeah. The Georgia Guidestones.
I actually have a friend who dug there. This girl, Brooke, wanted to find out there's supposedly something dug under the Guidestones, like a secret. And she went one night with a bunch of friends and dug it up, and there was nothing there. She was really pissed because she like basically risked arrest to find out what was hidden at the Guidestones. And yeah, the Rosicrucians made those stones. We're pretty sure. I think they've always believed in. You know, I don't know a whole lot about the Rosicrucians, but I thought they believe in, you know, overpopulation control.
I always kind of thought it was a Scientology people.
They do believe in population control. That's why I brought it up. The number one, so a message consisting of a set of 10 guidelines or principles is engraved on the Georgia Guidestones. They're basically out in the middle of nowhere. They say that these types of Guidestones are left in places where the earth has power or magnetic frequency there, or increased fields of magnetism. But the first principle on the stone states, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So then people started asking themselves, how do you maintain a population at that number, considering we are at the billions now? That's a lot of people that have to disappear in order to get down to 500 million. And that's the conspiracy.
That's if they're even correct on the number of people that actually live on the planet. You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt, right? So, you know, I mean, like, it depends on where you've traveled to and stuff like that. But to me, I mean, like, I've been all over the U.S. and yeah, there's some places that are really populated in the U.S., but I don't know if it's as many as what they're saying. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that it could be, could they be like doing stuff and saying that it is this way and it's really not?
There have been additions to the Georgia Guidestones recently, like there's a small cube. One of the stones has a void where a cube would fit in, and there was never anything there.
You gotta be kidding me.
And then one day I saw a video on it, should be on YouTube, and then at some point or another, a little cube went in there that just showed up out of nowhere. It had random, well, I'm sure they're not random, but it had numbers on each side of the cube. And there's even a video of a guy that took a ladder, went up there, took the thing down, smashed it into like however many different pieces, and just gave it to the spectators that were around, and they took it home, I guess.
Since 8/14 of 2016 is the date written on the cube that was removed that makes 2016 the 36th year since it was erected. 36 is 666, says this article. It literally reads 3, 6, or 3 times 6 equals 18, or 666. All the integers from 1 to 36 when added together equal 666, and this is written on that stone, and that's what this website is alleging.
I've seen video of it.
Wait, what date is it predicted?
Have you heard of this, Burma?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. Actually, oh, sorry. I was going to say I'm a smart little girl because I took my phone and I have the YouTube up on my phone and I'm watching the show so I could see all the, I mean, it's really, really small, but I could see things. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
There you go.
Being a genius.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So I guess we missed the 2016. Because I've lived about through, I think, 7 or 8 ends of the world at this point.
Right.
I think there were more
we were talking about
numbers
or,
than that.
or they all ended and we all shift. You know, that could be possible too, that was a real deal.
Yeah.
We're in a different reality.
I can't wait till they add the dates to the date and location of the time capsule that's mentioned on one of the stones.
Yeah, Bitter was saying that there was a cube that fit inside of a part of the guide stones. And that's what I was reading. It. I guess the numbers on the cube add up to 666 or something, is what a website is alleging. But
there were too many numbers
about the cube.
You know what? I seen something. There was a video on that. I vaguely remember that about the cube and about it being taken out, and it had numbers on it. So
yeah, there they are. They're really pretty. Really crazy though. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
They stuck up Rubik's cubes in its place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's more colorful, but it's still cool.
And you solve it. Really crazy things happen. It's magic.
Well, I told you when I get really rich, I'm just going to start building crazy shit like that. And,
absolutely.
And
not messing with people in the future.
That is a great idea.
Any rhyme or reason, like just no mess, like some just made up language. I'm just going to put random stuff down and let people try to spend 50 years to crack it.
And there is no crack to it, just random letters.
This is written on the guide stones. Balance personal rights with social duty. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. I guess that's written on it.
It sounds like Scientology, Pete. That stuff they do there.
It sounds like they're advocating that humans are destroying the world, but it sounds like the people that are that put these stones up are for the theory of destroying people in order to restore the balance of nature, which I believe is any theory that says you must kill something is a bad theory in my book, but definitely scary. They go to all this trouble. These things had to cost a lot of money.
Yeah. Come on.
You got your kitty with you, Doc?
He just showed up about 3 minutes ago. Come on. That's where
Finally.
I know the bear is right outside. He's got to be careful.
Oh, there he is. What's your cat's name? I forget. I'm sorry.
Probably Cool Cat. We still haven't named him, but that's what's going.
Cool Cat.
Your kitty.
Cool Kitty.
Because
cool cat.
He is. Well, there's a cool cat. There's like a jazz cat in the Pee Wee Herman show, like the. Do you remember the show Pee Wee's Playhouse? They have these puppets, and the cat. Oh, he wants to. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on with him. Anyway, so he ended up. That's all you get, just to prove he's there.
He's like little tail in the face, and I'm gone.
That's it.
My cat does that too.
He's giving you his butt.
I get up on my yoga trapeze and I hang upside down, and my Maine Coon's got to come over and stick her furry face right in mine.
Yeah,
it's
you
so
get that.
cute.
No, my cat always sticks his copper penny at me. It's like, come on, man. I don't need to see that at 2 in the morning.
Cats they just love that for some reason.
Well, he didn't get that close, but I'm sure it smells like cat food.
That's probably it.
My cat's breath smells like cat food.
You would think they would use languages that are, really used today. They're using Sanskrit, Babylonian, ancient Greek.
Yeah, that's the thing. Did you see that? Yeah, and it's on a square. It's right here.
That's
says,
like a clue in itself.
Guide stones.
I'm making one of these.
Guide stones to an age of reason. Yeah, we need to.
I'm
also at the bottom, classical Greek. It's crazy.
Why would they put it in those languages unless they wanted you to go back and look up those subjects? I don't know, just thought.
Whoa. What were you going to say, Doc?
Oh, just more ideas. Like when I get really rich, I'm going to just make a super crazy treasure hunt too.
I will help you do that.
Yeah,
that would be fun, man.
I'm not going to leave my money to anyone. I'm just going to bury it, and you guys can try to find it and spend the rest of your lives.
I'm totally.
It'll
be like another. What's that island with all the gold that they see? What's the island?
Oak Island. Oak
Yeah,
Island.
it'll be like your own Oak Island.
Love that one.
But I'm gonna do. Yeah, I know. I'll have to figure out a clever way to do it because by that time they'll have some sort of technology where they can see it on radar. They're like, "Oh, the gold's
They could
buried
just
5 feet in
beep
the
it out
ground."
right out of there.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well then we'll have...
I found some pictures of the cube.
Oh, it is a Rubik's cube.
Okay, and it had, yeah.
See, the void was
Literally,
always
it's got
there
numbers on
too.
each side.
Oh wow! And someone took it.
So there's
Somebody
video of it.
smashed it.
They climb up there with a ladder, bring it back down, smash it, and then give souvenirs of the cube out to people. The only proof that it ever existed is that.
It's all coming back to me now.
That's messed up, man.
But yeah, and they actually they do a lot of weird things with the numbers written on each side to add them up. And a lot of people try to prove that it adds up to 666. They prove that it adds up to something different. That there's these deep meanings in the numbers. So
there's also a theory I heard of this is that they matched it up with Edward Casey, and it's like one of the only places in Georgia that won't flood. That the guide stones are supposed to be.
I've
like
heard that
place when the floods come.
They're the safe spot
to get over. Yeah, if you live in this town, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, you come here, you won't have to worry about a flood. You don't have to worry about like if a meteor hits the earth, that there's going to be some spots on earth that'll be safe, and that's where the guide stones are put up at.
Yeah, if there were more of them, I would believe that. But I think Georgia's the only one that has them, right? Are these around the world or just there?
I've heard there's more, but let's look. We've got Georgia guide stones. I'll just type in around the world. Maybe it'll pull up something. If you
I'm gonna make one of these and call it a Georgia guide stone, and it'd be just completely series 2. Like just try to ride off that I'm part of the group.
Yeah, just show up at their club like, hey, the world ended.
Yeah,
I'm one of you guys. Don't kill me.
if I do.
Yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack after that.
Like your name's not on the list. Doc Looper. Doc Looper.
It'll all be about cats. They decode it.
Yeah,
it'll be in meow form. How many times did you say meow?
666 apparently.
I knew it. The kitty's a devil kitty.
I always say when I die, I'm gonna haunt people and move stuff and be all like crazy.
Yeah,
my friends.
They need to. That's right. They better shape up and come back. You'll go ghost on them.
I know, right? Absolutely.
I'm only getting Georgia and Stonehenge. Georgia and Stonehenge. They're calling
like those cubes.
Guide stones.
Have you seen those cubes that they have in certain cities? I haven't done much research about it, but that totally intrigued me. These cubes that they're putting up in cities, like black cubes. Is that what they are? Black cubes.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Oh, I've seen those
like
black cubes. Yeah,
they look like the new computers, the D-Waves.
Yeah,
D-Wave.
I never even put that together. Absolutely, though. Yeah.
Dude, I want to.
It's kind of funny when you look at the Earth from like up high in cities. Cities look like a computer chip.
Oh yeah, they do. The black cube of Saturn. Oh yeah, that's what.
There you go.
Who's that guy? The British guy that was a soccer player? David Icke's the one that does that, right? About the Saturn cubes.
Oh yeah.
And
I want to get him on the show, man. I need to talk to him.
I don't know what that cube is called, where all the people walk around it for.
Oh, the Muslim one.
Thing.
Yeah, there it is.
They say it has to do with that kind of stuff.
Jeez,
it's kind of crazy that one's flat, but the other ones that you see in the pictures above there that are all on an angle.
Yeah, the ones in my city are all on an angle too.
Oh.
Yeah, these cubes just look powerful. They look like they just are mystical.
You wonder if it's not some kind of energy thing. Like the pyramids, right? They say the pyramids emit certain energy and aren't the pyramids on ley lines as well?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
No yawning.
Man, I was done with this show 2 hours ago when it crashed. Or whatever.
Are you still trying to do me to pull on your heartstrings? Because I'll do that. You'll make me a sad panda.
I was just doing like a quick cameo, so I could show you my hair. What my hair
didn't say that. He warned me beforehand that would happen. Just to
Burma, I let
this
get extra curly for you. Look. I didn't even. That's what it looks like.
All different colors.
No curling iron used.
No.
Yeah, I know. That must be nice, man.
Really? You want
really
nice?
I got like pin straight. Like couldn't get any straighter hair.
Oh, well,
I could bring
the
up
cool
a
thing about
UFO
curly hair
that
is you
was
really
like
don't have to
lightning.
do
Say that again.
anything.
All
Everybody
three
with
of you talked
curly.
all at one time. Wow. What'd you say? So nobody talks.
Anyways,
We're all
hashtag
scared of you now.
We did that on purpose.
We're afraid.
Was that planned?
Wasn't that important?
Very much so. No,
How
not
did we
really.
get from Mandela to?
I was showing you these.
Okay.
photos.
Oh, I wanted to say something when I was watching the show earlier. This is when you guys were talking about CERN. Did you see the pictures of when they turned on the collider? A storm that came over top of must have been close to the thing where it was like huge clouds that didn't even look normal with lightning that came through. Like nothing I've ever seen before. Have you seen that?
Like Ghostbuster clouds?
It was right over CERN. I don't know.
I've seen those.
The last scene of Ghostbusters where the clouds shoot lightning at the building.
Like there's clouds up there, and then all of a sudden they come together in a ring.
Yeah,
I've seen
very
some
strong lightning storms.
videos. But...
What?
Yeah. Purple. It's like oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. This one that I seen was even more than what I'm seeing there.
It looks like my plasma ball.
It was really weird. Yeah.
Plasma ball effect.
So I'm not wondering when they
That
turn
one's fake.
CERN on. One of my things I put in the chat was that I wonder if that's messing with the Schumann resonance. Did I say that right? I'm tired. Did I say that right? The energy of the Earth. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I wonder if that's correlating. It's late, so I didn't say it right.
I haven't checked it.
It's okay. I do that all the
I
time.
know somebody just posted it.
Where do we check it, Doc? We can look at
a couple
it.
of days ago.
Oh, I have to look up the link. Hold on.
No, it's all good.
Drop it. You make me look up stuff. Hold on.
Screen share. Screen
you
share.
You are gonna cry about that all night.
Damn. What do you think?
Whoa! Look at that one. Tornado. Oh, there's a famous picture for all of ya. Shiva. Oh, that's some crazy clouds.
Yeah, right.
Mammatus clouds are harmless and do not mean that a tornado is coming.
Did you see
the
new clouds that they came up with, the classifications?
Here you go. Here's the.
Those are cool looking. They have new classifications. One of them, the chemtrail cloud.
I haven't seen this.
The last 2 days.
They probably came up with all 7 of them just to explain the chemtrail one.
Oh, I study the clouds. I mean, I don't know all their names, but I do have like something on it. A book
There weren't that many.
But
it's not like that.
Now they just added like I don't know how many.
You're gonna have to read this to us, Doc.
Oh, you can't.
I don't know how to read this thing.
I'll screen share it if you want.
I can
or
see
can you pull it up?
Oh no, I got
I can
it.
give you an auditory
I got it
example.
up, but
okay. So what you're looking at is
how to look at it.
You're looking at the brighter the color, the brighter the yellow, the higher the pitch. These should all be kind of like blue purple. Not much going on, but you'll see in the afternoon of April 29th and 30th that it spiked. It jumped for a bit when it's all bright like that. That's kind of the snapshot. Now you can click them and get like the exact figures if you want, but I like looking at the week snapshot. It gives me a better view. Usually at night they light up, but that's the middle of the day. That's unusual.
Doc, what's the link for that?
Oh, I just dropped it in the shitty chat.
I deleted it.
You know what? I will send it
again.
to you.
You send it to me?
Yeah.
I'll just email
You're
it
gonna
to you.
send it. Oh, what a nice
Apparently you
guy you
can't
are.
work
Whoever
a
said that you
computer.
weren't a nice guy, I will never believe him.
After I pulled it up, I was like, well, I'll delete the link because
there you go.
I wanted to practice deleting links.
Oh, you deleted my link I dropped?
Thank
Well,
you.
after I used
just
it,
got it.
Vicious.
I'll go ahead.
Anyway, so
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. I mean, that thing has been,
I wanted to keep it secret.
it's so clear to me now. As many times as I've seen people just lose their minds and get all angry and crazy when it's spiking hard, it's totally true. Like
That
I know
we're
we
hooked up
kind
right
of
to
said
it.
it was a joke, but man, it's you go in any night like in Discord when this thing's really high and people be fighting with each other, and then it'll stop and everybody's cool and loving.
Arguing.
It's crazy, man. It really stirs people up.
Well, I also think
like
that
that.
maybe the theory about the ringing in the ears that we're experiencing, I think it's that going off the charts and us trying to our own inner energies trying to balance out.
Right.
You know,
And
maybe the earringing might be a part of that.
I think what's going to happen is it's been quiet for about 2 or 3 weeks, and like my channel has been losing hits and people haven't been showing up as much, but I think we are just waiting for the next big wave, because then all of a sudden everybody will come back in as soon as some new Mandela stuff went crazy. So
Well,
it's
too, I
quiet
think
right
people
now.
get, you know, busy with the lives and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they
So
get
people
burned
need
out.
to pull away from the net too, because I know sometimes I have to do that. You know, I love watching videos and checking things out, but sometimes you just have to pull back. Give yourself a break.
Very much so.
Yeah,
Some
so
people like to go in and out of YouTube in the same way. I think that the stories that people put out that are just like, you know, when you get a lot of channels that are just putting out stories to get views, it ends up driving people away from YouTube for a while. And then they come back and see that there are a lot of good channels that are just trying to bring, you know, good information, and they start watching more. It's like a process.
I'm trying to do more like a diversity and not just nonstop Mandela. But when I did that, the numbers went down. So I think people just want nonstop Mandela, but I can't do that forever. It drives me crazy.
No, it's good to get
me
in the
either.
other realms.
And I switch up a lot.
The Mandela effects is just a piece of this
just
puzzle.
A piece. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now
So
it's a big smoking gun. It's fun to talk about.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Just not, it's just one of these
Sometimes
things you get burned out on, though.
Step out of the matrix.
Like, I think my show Thursday will be, I mean, it's still about shifting realities, which is total Mandela, you know, for me, but I think my show Thursday it's going to be also a great show, but it's going to also cheese a lot of people off. So it should be good.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna have to call tonight. Yes,
it's only 2 in the morning.
Oh, you taking off, Bit?
Yeah, I gotta get up early and help my dad.
I'm gonna be streaming until the cows come home. I'm gonna let Dark Wolf come in a little bit.
Oh, I thought, yeah, as I said, I'm surprised he's not in here.
Yeah, I just we get a lot of lag once we go above 2 or people. We're doing good now though, so we can keep around 3, but we're just trying to keep it.
It was weird earlier. Dr. Lupo came in and my lag got better. I was like, what the? That doesn't even make sense.
That positive energy.
You did though. All of a sudden, I could.
I wonder if it shares our
going to the matrix and chilling.
Maybe
I got pretty wicked bandwidth for the middle of nowhere.
I've been up in my bandwidth.
I'm back.
Well, we were talking about you, and
where are you? What'd you say?
Yeah,
about
how
truckers have a secret lifestyle that that they don't talk about.
Yeah, I'm about to call tonight.
They're all shady. So, yeah. All right,
Biddy.
Right, good night.
Let's say goodbye to all you guys, Doctor.
Hey, nice meeting your wife. Dude's cool.
Everybody out there in YouTube Mandela land.
Tell your wife thanks for modding, dude. That was cool of her.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Definitely. And you can find Bitter at his channel, The Bitter Truth, on my sidebar at Unirock TV. Thanks, Bitter. We love when you stop by, buddy.
All right, man. It was a blast. Have fun. Don't stay up too late.
Oh, no. Don't worry about that.
I can't even see you, and I know you're yawning.
Yeah, man. I was yawning an hour ago. How do you even stay up so late? What's wrong with y'all?
Thanks, Bit.
It's because I work late. I don't get home till like 8 o'clock. So I'm usually up till 2:30. It depends what time I have to be in the, if I have to make it till 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock massaging, and then an hour ride home, I sleep in and do, it's like a second shift, so that's how I stay up late.
Yeah. Well, we've got a fun thing we do to shake things up. And since we lost one of our people, we can shake things up a little bit for the audience and maybe to generate some more conversation. I'm going to press this button on Wikipedia, and it's a random button. And when someone tells me to stop, I'm going to stop, and we'll talk about what comes up. So let me know, audience. First one that says stop is the winner. So we'll do this till we get one. Yeah. Doc, you think you got a little more time in you, or are you getting tired?
Right.
What are you going to do? You got some time, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm just talking to your audience here.
Oh.
They want me to do a story about vaccines, but I've already done one. So I don't think they saw it.
We got to stop.
I haven't heard of stop
people
yet.
have been talking about vaccines a lot. Yeah. Oh, I got some. Oh, yeah.
Well,
we got Smokin' Wanjala. I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but it's the band. The band.
This is like the coolest band name ever, Smokin' Wanjala. Okay, Smokin' Wanjala is a Kenyan lawyer and an associate justice of the Supreme Court of Kenya. He holds a PhD in law and awesomeness from University of Ghent, Belgium. He also holds a master's. Yeah. He was a lawyer.
It's such a cool name for a band. I mean, come on, can you see that as a reggae band? Smokin' Wanjala, man.
Smokin' Wanjala.
Smokin' Wanjala.
You know the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
reggae
it's such a reggae band.
Smoking the Wanjala. I love doing that.
That's so
Thanks for that.
That should be a song. Somebody needs to come up with that now.
All right.
Oh, I'm changing my band name tomorrow.
What is
It'll be your come out song?
We call ourselves Stereotype. We're looking for a new name, so Smokin' Wanjala it is. Thank you, Cartoons Danielle.
That's funny. Hi, Cartoons.
Yeah, we have a lot of little shticks around the rock. We do a lot of funny, weird stuff. I didn't even play the animation. I got a little animation for it and everything. I completely forgot.
Go ahead as I drift off.
Okay, this ought to wake you up, Doc, because this is exciting. Here it comes.
Jab me in the ribs, Burma. Wake me up.
Yeah, right?
Was that really loud?
Not really.
No, it's not that loud. It just sounds really creepy.
Oh, I can do it more then.
Like a creep. What do they call those things? Burma, what's it called when you record ghosts on like little
EVPs?
things? EVP. That sounds like an EVP.
EVP,
right?
Yeah.
They got those really, really
I
cool
hear that in my
boxes
head
now.
all the time.
I need one of those. One of those
Really?
cool boxes that scan the channels and then they talk
What do they
through
do?
the.
Well, tell me
have you
about
seen
this
that?
thing. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
what you're
it's
talking
like a device where it scans the radio channels at a frequency that's too fast for any like human words to come through as far as the channels are concerned, but supposedly the other side can like talk through it.
about. Oh, I totally want to play with that.
That's
Me too.
Yeah, I would love to play with that thing and just check it out. I actually have one of those.
We don't do enough paranormal stuff.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared because everybody scared you out. But I think if your intentions are good, you're good. Like if you bring in, if you're not just like playing with stuff to play with stuff, if you're trying to actually do something positive, it's probably okay.
Yeah. I think that you have to still protect yourself because there's a lot of negativity out there, and
that's
definitely
like,
attached to you.
Every time
so you have to be careful.
Every time something really bad goes, it always starts with, "Well, we were playing our Ouija board."
And that's absolutely, man. That's how my story goes.
By myself, and then
not by myself.
I was playing with my ghost box.
I'm kind of done with that aspect of my life, but I think it would be fun. I am starting to see lots of weird disruptions in my house lately. Like, there's definitely some sort of. I think they're like nature spirits or something in the house. They're only like a foot high. It's like a blur. It looks like. You're watching something, it looks like a cat ran by on the side of your vision, it's like that. And man, I'm seeing them all the time. I went on a 2-day fast, and that's when I started seeing them like crazy. Whenever I fast, I get a lot more spiritual.
Don't they? Yeah, I was just gonna say, don't they say that your pineal gland opens up more when you fast?
Yeah, well, just think of practically every religious culture talks about fasting and spirituality. Like the Buddhists will fast and pray, and heck, I think Jesus fasted all the time in the Bible. So it definitely opens you up.
And the meditation with it. Yeah.
Yeah. And all the shamans will fast.
I wish I could fast. I can't go more than 24 hours. I start getting like a really bad headache from it. Like
you're detoxing. That's what's up.
Yeah, but it's like a migraine. It's crazy. Like, so I have to eat because then I, maybe if I could push through it.
You could probably do intermittent fasting, which is where you time it so you only eat from like noon to 4. That's it. And then you do 18-hour fasts.
Like a very small amount, and then.
Yeah, the research coming down on intermittent fasting is really positive. So. People that can't do like multi-day ones, you can just pick some days where you only eat a certain time, just like 4 hours a day, and that's it. And then you just fast the rest of the time.
Yeah.
You can drink coffee when you fast, right?
Depends on well, whatever. I'm not giving any advice on your show.
Okay.
You're terrible.
We need it. We like
basically,
advice.
it depends on what your reason is. If your adrenals are all shot, then no, don't freaking drink coffee. You know, And a lot of people don't realize that one of the absolute most cancerous things you can do is drink coffee from a lid. The plastic lids.
Oh, I thought about that. Doesn't they heat them up and that chemical comes through? I've read
this.
God,
I swear why has that
when you
never
drink that through the
Oh my
the
God,
lid.
Taryn, that's never dawned on me.
Oh yeah, we talked about it in my class.
Oh my God,
it's made out of a certain kind of plastic that when it heats up, it's just super
toxic.
Really bad chemicals, not more than regular.
Yeah,
plastic.
well,
There's
they
no such
tell
thing as
you
safe
like with
plastic.
oils and stuff not to put oils into anything that's plastic because it pulls pulls all the stuff out of the plastic. I'm gonna have to switch. Thank you for that, by the way.
But it was funny because I was like in this class and the teacher was just staring at this girl like drinking a coffee, and he was so distracted he couldn't even think. And he's like, he just walked over and pulled her the lid off and was like, go ahead and drink it now. And like, okay, let's get back to class. And she was like, what the hell?
Wow.
He's like, I can't let you do it.
I don't even like plastic cups. I don't even like them. I just feel like it tastes different. Maybe that's why.
Good.
It's like cans.
And I'm not even a health nut. I'm an unhealth nut.
And so, there's a little tip for the night. Don't freaking drink coffee out of those little lids.
Well, thank you, because you know what? I could go get my coffee cup that I had earlier, and I totally always drink it from the lid. And as much as I'm like, in my 20s, I used to go to the gym 3 times a week and I ate extremely healthy. I never even dawned on me. I just got my coffee and did my daily thing, not even thinking about it.
Well, I mean,
like,
there's
this
no
is
such
probably
thing
not the
as
best either.
plastic. They're all crap. I mean, but there are ones that are way worse than others. And the lids are like the worst.
Yeah. Glass, we should have stuck with glass.
That, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
plastic
breakable,
lids.
And then I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you'd have to use they have those cups that have kind of like metal on the inside and plastic on the outside, so it keeps you from burning your hand, and those are good. I like their.
Actually, one of my clients for Christmas last year got me a metal one with a little plastic just around the outside, and then the screw on top. So I'm just going to start using it. Plus, it matches the color of my car.
Yeah. In your chat room, Nettie says she only drinks out of a ceramic cup, and that's probably the best choice. Because glass is kind of tough; it breaks if you get it too hot.
Yeah.
I've had a glass blow up on me once. I was like, "Whoa!" But I guess
I only drink out of yoga cups. Has to have yoga
cups.
Yoda. I'm sorry.
Yoda. Oh well, yeah.
I said yoga too.
It's getting late.
Yoda.
Well, I had to figure it was like you were talking about the cups that women bring to yoga classes. I was like, I don't know what those are.
Drink out of plastic cup, do not.
Very good.
Okay, sorry.
That was great.
I'm pretty good at that. I practiced yesterday.
Well, you got the force on your side. You're good if you drink anything with like a Yoda on it. You can. It just ignores all laws of biophysics. You're good.
That's right. You should be able to fly.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
Just don't jump off a building. There's a disclaimer there.
Me doing that.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll be flying Thursday when we're in Doc's show. Don't worry. Flying high.
Are you coming for that, Burma, or are you just scared to get on that? Are you? It will ruin your professional career, but it's a good show.
I think I was thinking about that actually. To be quite honest with you, I was thinking exactly that. Is that I have to? I think I have to be careful on what I mean. The topics that we do here is fine, and on your show normally okay, but I think I should be careful.
Yeah, because people are going to be like, Dr. Lupo said it was okay to go take ashwagandha.
I mean, to be quite honest, I think that
the doc
very much. I think it's a spiritual thing, and I think it should be okay for people to do it on a spiritual line.
No business telling you what you can put in your body, especially for spiritual reasons.
No, and I also think that nobody has any right to tell anybody else what they can and can't do with their own bodies.
Right. You want to drink motor oil and light yourself on fire, you go right ahead, but I'm just not going to pay for it. Other than that, you're good. You can do whatever you want.
That's right.
As long as you're not hurting somebody else.
Have you ever seen people eat glass?
Oh, man, I got a story about it.
Do you think that when people eat glass, entertainers, do you think it really damages their insides? I've been asked this a million times. I don't have an answer. What do you think?
I don't see
you got a story, let me know.
I don't see how it couldn't.
No, I don't see how it couldn't, unless they have just insane mucus linings or something that
they got calluses.
I mean, maybe think about this. Maybe they do some kind of regimen prior to coat the lining of their stomach and their intestines before they do that.
They'd have to, because it would just.
You know what I mean?
I've heard like
because
about
otherwise it would just slice.
Swallowing something.
Oh, maybe they
pull the glass out later with
and just throw it up when they're done. Yeah, I don't know.
Can you imagine that coming back up
have
though?
like this little string and oh, it wouldn't feel good. Well, I mean, they've got like a bag, like they swallow some type of thing that the glass goes into.
That can't be safe.
They pull that out of their body.
No.
Oh,
it couldn't be.
That's like mules,
I've heard that's
right?
how they do it.
I don't. Well, maybe that makes more sense, but I don't know how the hell they would aim the glass. I mean, how do you lodge that right in your stomach?
Yeah.
And intestine? I mean,
I don't even know how
you need
it
a
would
scope to do that.
It's like all this. There's
For all we know, they eat it.
certain people that eat other things too that just are.
Well, I've got a really interesting story if you guys want to hear it.
Shoot.
Sure.
So back in high school, I was working as a waiter. I worked at this place called Bob's Big Boy, which is like a Shoney's, I think, to you guys.
I know what that is.
And it was the only job I could get because I was like 15, and they didn't serve alcohol, so I could actually get a waiting job there. Because I was young and I got the worst shifts, I got stuck on the graveyard shifts. And I was at a Bob Big Boy in Virginia, where it didn't close until 4 in the morning. No, it was like 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. So what happened? Everybody would go to these clubs late night. They would go to these DC dance clubs, and then DC closed at 2, and they would all stop drunk and eat our buffet. You know, so like, at 2:30, you know, from 1 to 3, it was just a circus of, you know, drunks that would come in and eat. And it was, you know, I was like a 15-year-old kid, so this is pretty funny to me. But like, you know, you'd be finding tips, and there'd be like a woman's bra on your tip or whatever. It's like, okay,
that's my kind of
you
party.
don't want to have to clean the bathroom after that. But anyway, so there was a guy who would come in sometimes at night, really late for that shift, but sometimes he'd come in the middle of the day, and he would come in. And I remember my friends didn't believe me, and they were there one time. They used to come and get free food from me all the time. And they, this guy would come in with a jar of bolts and nails and screws, and he would just order nonstop bread from the bar. And he would wrap the screw. He'd make sure no one was really watching. He'd put like the bolt in a piece of bread, get a bunch of water, and swallow it. And then he'd eat another.
I've heard of people doing stuff like this.
And I watched this guy eat a whole cup of metal twice a week. I have
now that's a high iron count.
Hey,
that's
good one-liner.
That's a very iron diet. How you doing, Dark Wolf? Thanks for coming.
I saw it, man. It was crazy. I couldn't believe.
I'm doing wonderful.
And
sorry, Doc, had to make.
Oh no, man! I had all kinds of fun waiter stories. Just crazy people that came into that place. I worked at basically like the Walmart of restaurants, you know, so you get the high class people that come in. It's all
I worked at
class.
Perkins, man. I totally understand it.
Oh yeah, Perkins.
and the late nights and the bar shifts, especially before you're like able to go out and you're 21, right?
Right.
I had like this horrible table. They were all guys, all coming from the bar. They're like, you know, 22, 23 years old. There's like, I don't know, probably 15 of them. They leave, and there's like nothing on the table for me. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, right?
Yeah, I would always automatically.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to go out and tackle them.
I wouldn't let them do that crap. After they got to like 4 people, I put it in their bill. It's like, you're paying me 15%. And
well, they should have to.
I did. And then that was a bad one. And then I had OCD people that would come in. I had this one lady that would count her steps. And if you screwed her up, she'd start over. She'd go back to the beginning of the restaurant, and she had to land on an even number. And when she ordered food, everything had to be twice. So she wanted me to put out two teas, you know, like it had to be a mirror on the table. So she'd eat alone, and like I had to serve an imaginary person across her.
Wow.
Like all the same stuff.
You didn't waste the food, though.
You think that? Oh, that's that. I couldn't imagine living my life like that.
What do you think about hoarders? I have to ask you this. What do you guys think about people that hoard a lot of stuff?
I think that they have
seen the show Hoarders.
Really, a lot of things going on inside. They're trying
I hoard a lot of
we
video
all
games.
know of them. I mean, we all know.
Yeah.
I like how
I'm pretty bad about hoarding myself because I always get that thought like I'm gonna need this later for some reason. God knows, 10 years down the road, I'm gonna be thinking, where did I put that?
Yeah.
Where did I put that toothbrush?
Right.
Where's that
But
toothbrush?
there's some
I had
people
in
that it's
96?
like off the hook though. I mean, it's unhealthy and it's they almost replace
I'm
people
sure we've got
with
some hoarders in
stuff.
the audience.
Oh yeah, or they have loved ones. But what I don't like is Kate. Me and her argue all the time, and she hoards books. And she's like, "Well, if you have a lot of books, you're educated.
Gosh.
You're not a hoarder." And I'm like,
Rachel do too.
"We have boxes of books." I was like, "When's the last time you?"
I'm an educated hoarder.
Well, I love my books. I can't get rid of them. So apparently, if you have walls of books, totally okay. You're not a hoarder. But if it was walls of,
as long as they're not the same
Star Wars
book, every
collectibles,
book's
you would
not
be.
the same.
Yeah, there's like 30 of one.
Yeah, there's some people
There's
that
30
are
cats in the
really
hat.
No,
It's
you
like,
look at some of the big mansions back in the day, and they had like a whole entire wall of just nothing
library.
but books.
They had
Right?
libraries. It was common.
So, right. I
But now
mean,
I was
that's
like-
a common thing. I
I
think
was
it's a
like-
little different.
Kate, I'll give you a couple $100 and go ahead and put everything you want on a Kindle. Let's get rid of all these boxes.
Well,
Nope,
now,
she
see, this
won't
is
do
the
it.
thing.
She
I can
won't do
download
it.
any book for free on a Kindle.
And I
There
bet
you
you
go.
this is how she feels too, is that
It's like, it's not a real
book,
read.
a book is tangible. There's something about reading a book that's tangible in your hand instead
Whatever.
of like
it also
a
takes
tablet.
up half the
where-
house with boxes.
Well, yeah. Sorry. I'm not trying to stick up like I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean?
are, because there's people in the chat that
No,
are
I
like,
totally,
they totally get it. They're like,
man.
I love books.
I actually
I
go
have
through
to
my
read
stuff a
real
lot
books.
and try to
Don't
like.
take my box away.
It's like, here's a Kindle. Have fun.
Great.
No, but they just.
Okay, now we can throw away all these old books.
I'll tell you,
It
because a
won't
lot
let
of
you,
people
though, even if
complain
you bought
about
a
it.
Kindle.
A lot of people complain, but what happens is when you start reading the Kindle and you're like, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. And then after about 20 minutes, I reached up and I tried to turn a page on my Kindle and I was like, oh, it tricked my brain. I was reading a book. So after about 20 minutes, I understand real books are better, but they're a pain in the ass, they're more expensive, and they just take up tons of room.
And they
So,
do.
It's
sorry.
funny because
I'm willing to make the trade-off.
It's funny because I got a touchscreen laptop, and I was at work the other day, and they got the old school monitors, and I found myself reaching up and touching the monitor. Why is this working? Oh yeah.
You ever seen those videos
Yeah.
of the kids that are like trying to use a computer from the 90s, and they're like, "Where's the mouse? How do I use this?" Like,
Where's the touch screen?
That's like the programming that needs. I remember the Apple when I first started using computers, and they like had like a a program like this long to make your little stick figure move from here to here. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh, I know.
So
I used to
primitive.
program those things, man.
Turtle.
Right. And look how far it's come.
But
I mean, like really,
worthwhile.
this is a mini computer, like in your pocket, walking around. Like, could you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Like
My phone has like 8 logical processors.
Oh, I
What
mean,
you have
if
in
you told me 20 years.
Or I'm sorry, Doc. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Now, Dark Wolf.
I'll let
What
Dark
you
Wolf
have
take
in your hand there, Burma, is more power than they had on the entire moon mission.
it. The moon mission.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Hold on a second. Take me to the moon.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
If I put this underneath
I
my
got
butt,
some
will
moon
it fly me
stuff.
to the moon? I'm totally interested.
Sure.
That's a good experiment.
Oh yeah.
Well, think about it.
Gotta
If I
press
had
launch.
told you 20 years ago that you could hold a device with pretty much all the knowledge in the world on it that can translate other languages for you, and oh, by the way, you can
I
also
would
make
have put
phone
you in a
calls on
padded room.
it. Yeah. And now it's like, kids
Yeah.
grow up and they don't know anything else. They're like, why wouldn't you
No,
just?
I
ask
mean, like,
Google? It's like,
think about it. It was like you tell them about the rotary, like this one gets me, right? So you're dialing your number, and then you get to the end, and you're like, oh my God, I did the wrong number. I have to redial it.
yeah.
2, 3,
Kids will never understand rotary phones, man.
Oh yeah,
They
I
were such
forgot
a
if you messed
pain.
up on the road, and you had to go all the way around, but you didn't get the number right.
Oh yeah, you gotta hang up,
1,
start over.
2,
I was the type of guy it'd take me 20 minutes to dial a number. I'm not even lying.
And oh yeah, and I would always misdial.
Because
yeah.
in China.
You guys remember busy signals?
Dun, dun.
Oh my God. I'm so glad that they don't do that anymore.
Busy signals, and do you remember when you first started having to share, like, well, all right, you kids listening, for you young folks, there was a time where you had to use a telephone line to connect to the internet, and you'd plug it in, it would make a bunch of noises.
Dial up.
And then you'd be like, really, it would take like 14 hours to download a picture of something, or some sort of program, a little tiny thing, and you'd be so close, and then your damn mom or someone would pick up the phone and it would wreck it. And you're like, damn it, Mom. I said, stay off the phone.
And you couldn't go back.
Nope, you had to start over again 14
Damn it, Mom.
Or
Man, it taught us to be patient.
Was sending me a picture.
Yeah, and the
You're
other
like
thing
on
was
top of the monitor waiting for it to come through.
It's like, man, I was getting Captain Janeway, damn it. And so what would happen is you would do that, and then the other big thing is if you forgot to turn the call waiting off, that you'd be halfway through a download and somebody would call and the call waiting would go click, 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 and it would ruin the whole download. You'd have like 2 minutes left and someone would, oh my God.
Hello, you have mail. Goodbye.
You got mail.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Hello.
Welcome. You got mail. Goodbye.
You youngins, he's referring to something called AOL, which is American Online.
Oh, AOL. Those huge millions of people.
They massively spam people by mailing out CDs. We used to use them as coasters in our apartment. There were so many AOL discs. You guys remember we'd play Frisbee with them and throw them at each other. And,
for sure.
I used to love little tins they came in. Those little tins were handy as could be.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those. Yeah, yeah.
You can get them in any supermarket.
They just started handing them out at Best Buy or whatever. Yeah, there's stacks of them, and we'd just use them as Frisbees and throw them. But the AOL was a big deal, and everybody was kind of like got their foot wet on that. Do you guys remember that? And when you got on Dark Wolf, what does it say?
Welcome. You have mail. Goodbye.
Yeah, they would just hang up on you for no reason. Just give you up. Goodbye. You'd be like, wait.
Just a call back. Why? Why, AOL? Why? Oh, I hated that shit.
I love how it would just you'd be like in the middle of a conversation.
Do you guys remember when there was no Google search engine before Google?
Oh yeah.
There was a time before Google, youngins.
Britannica,
I think.
Britannica.
I used to walk 15 miles just to use Google at the library.
Whoa, who's playing Paperboy? What's up?
That's me, dude. I play Paperboy all day long.
Dude, I got the original. You gotta come up. I played the original last week in the arcade.
Oh, really? Boy.
Where you have the actual handles.
Arcade?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
I live next to Fun Spot, which is the largest arcade in the world. You got to come up. It's great.
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, fucking hey, man. This summer, I'm on that.
Well, yeah,
or something, but
when's that festival again?
It is in the end of June.
End of June?
Yeah, it's called Pork Fest. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, because I actually was talking to the guy about bringing up the camper.
But I suck because I don't think I'm going to be there the entire week. I'm going to come and go. But I will
up for the weekend or something.
Yeah, I'll come up for sure. Oh no, I'll be there if you guys actually come. But right now, I don't have anybody coming that I know. There's a lot of talk. Might go.
What kind of festival is it?
It's a Liberty Festival where like anything goes. It's a very cool.
Sorry. It's after 12 and the truck driver just came out.
Yeah, freaking good. I can't believe Brock is streaming, playing Paperboy on his own show while we're talking. He's like, "Oh,
I used to play Paperboy and Skater Die. Skater Die was my other game.
Oh, I like.
We were talking about old school stuff, so I just had to load it up.
I like the Mega Mania. I don't know if anybody else played that.
The what?
Mega Mania.
I love Atari.
Is it no Mega Mania? It was like a puzzle almost. They had like cookies coming across, and you like have to you shoot them. You shoot the cookies coming across, and then the next one's like a different type of thing, and then they're all in patterns. So if you could get the pattern down, you could be really good at it. It's kind of like what is it? The one with the caterpillar that kind of comes down and hits the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, centipede.
So it's kind of like that to some degree with the pattern thing. It's called Mega Mania.
We're gonna have to spend at least one day when you come to Pork Fest. We're gonna have to drive to Fun Spot, so you'll have to come up a day early just to go to Fun Spot. It's awesome.
I wish we had arcades
For the
here.
people
We
that
don't
are
have
listening,
any.
I live next to the largest arcade in the world, and in it is a museum of classic arcade games. They have 600 old arcade games that you can still play for a quarter that work. And
That's awesome.
I drive over there like every other week to go play that. I'm working on trying to set a world record in something, but I got to practice a lot more.
You a pinball fan?
I like pinball too, but I suck at it.
Oh, I love some pinball.
They have the largest pinball machine there in the world, the Hercules. It actually uses a lacrosse ball instead of a pinball.
Wow.
If you actually got used to a pinball game, you could, it's like I don't know, again, it's like a pattern thing. Yeah, I don't know. I got really good at pinball when I was young.
You are the pinball wizard, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I also am good at darts, and I'm also good at pool, too. So, I mean, not to like,
there is the most awesome pinball game ever. You got to download it. Oh, man, I don't know where it's at on my phone. It's so cool, though. It's like a neon pinball acid trip on a phone. Pin out. P-I-N-O-U-T. Free. The whole thing's free.
Oh, hold on a sec.
P-I-N-O-U-T. It is so cool. You guys got to download it. Oh, man. I could probably put it through the
if you guys remember
right
the one Fun House, I don't know if you guys ever played that one pinball game called Fun House.
Yep.
There was like a clown with its mouth that was open. Oh, I was so good at that
clowns.
one.
I would have never touched it. I hate
I don't like clowns either, but like shoving a ball in its mouth was like really gratifying for some reason when I was young.
But yeah, if you guys can see my screen, this is like the coolest pinball game ever. It's like a super neon pinball
I'm gonna make
trip.
me get on my phone and like go on YouTube on my phone so I can just see.
That reminded me of Mr. Bucket.
You gotta download it. It's the most like 3D awesome game ever. In fact, you're gonna find all kinds of free games like this on Unirock Games YouTube channel. It's on my sidebar. If you guys haven't subscribed and you love games, click it, because I'm going to show you all the best games, and they're all free. Look at me. I'm just playing these things. You think I paid for this stuff? Oh, no, I didn't.
I don't know what's up.
Don't tell the police that, though. So, guys, Dark Wolf, what have you been doing all day, buddy?
Oh, buddy, I've been busting hump at work all day long.
Yeah, me too, bro. Hey,
so
we had some
glad
viral
to be
videos.
You know, man, congratulations, brother. I seen that. I'm so happy for you. I was going around work bragging, hey, guys, my co-host had a viral video go big today.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff, dude. You know?
I'm so proud of you, man. That's awesome.
That happen. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's nothing super big. I had like maybe 20,000 in an hour or something, so it was surprising. It was cool. So Dark Wolf, you ready to do some conspiracy stuff here soon?
Oh, you know I'm always ready for conspiracy, Uni.
Well, we've been chilling. We've been letting everyone talk and hang, and we're about to get deep down in the woo-woo in that conspiracy. I don't know.
I came in discussing the FEMA camps.
Oh, yeah, we've been there. We didn't get to go far. We were talking about CERN. I didn't even get to finish my conspiracy list from earlier today with Bitter. We've been literally streaming the whole time. We've only went off air for like 20 minutes because we had a connection issue. But we're about almost. We're getting ready for the audience. We're getting ready to jump back in to the conspiracy, to the woo-woo, as we call it here on The Rock. But before we do that, while the doc's doing whatever the doc does, since Dark Wolf's in the hizzy, we're going to do something cool that we usually do. It's like I'm a DJ. Wiki article, wiki. All right, sorry. I know I annoy everybody when I do this. I have a medical disorder. It makes me play these all the time. I just walk around my real life saying that. Random Wikipedia article. People in the Walmart are like, oh my God, this is crazy. So yeah, I got to figure this out. Seriously. Well, let's head to Wikipedia and try this out. I do. I think just like that.
I see we got another politician on there, or you guys did.
You did? Oh, no. Dark Wolf, just because you were at work doesn't mean you weren't with us in spirit. You're a Rockinati. You're here even when you're not here, buddy. So don't say that.
You know it.
We need to stop, people. We need to stop so we can stop this random article and get something to talk about. Someone give me a stop. Rachel, give me a stop. Type stop, Rachel. Luckily, I have a moderator with me, so anytime I need to stop, I can just get her to stop it. Rachel.
Anybody.
Rachel, you need to stop.
There we go. Bianca B.
Stop. Bianca B. She's the, hey, pretty soon, and I'm not kidding, and this is not some type of shtick. I'm not lying. I'm printing out shirts, and I've been thinking, how do I determine who gets an Unirock shirt every show? So whoever's the first to type stop on the random Wikipedia article after the shirts get here, I'm going to mail you a shirt. Absolutely free. So be ready. Be ready, guys. So we got, we've all got some homework tonight. Because you know what happens if we stop on a movie or a show, Dark Wolf? Why don't you tell them?
We stop on a movie or a show, we've got to go look at it, of course, don't we? We've got to go see what it's about.
Pretty close. After the stream's over. Well, after the stream's over, everybody has to watch it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what we stop on here, Bubba?
I just wanted to say Dark Wolf and play along.
That's totally
Blue
new to
and white lion. Dark Wolf's good at shows, dude. He knows how to cover for me. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a 52 West German comedy film directed by Werner Jacobs and Ulf Fischer, starring Wassel Witt, Elise Alunger, and Laura Frisch. Pretty cool. Not much else information.
And what's the name of it?
I guess we're getting some connectivity issues. It's
called what's the name?
Blue and White Lion.
Blue and White Lion.
We're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to check our stream real fast. So you guys are welcome to talk. I'm going to do some technical stuff. If you guys want to chat for a second, I got to make sure our video is coming through okay. We're having some issues.
Okay.
Yeah, we're only getting your icon right now.
Me?
No,
that's what I've heard.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, I've only been getting you guys' icon on me for, I couldn't even tell you how long it's been.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be my net though. I tried to get on with my computer earlier through the link on my actual computer, and I was telling Taryn I was having a major issue with it because it's like telling me to download this plugin, and then
guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I guess we can talk about 1990s phones. I'm down with that topic.
You're down with the phones again?
1990s phone.
I'll let her finish her thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's all right. I was just saying that, I don't know what's going on with this, but it's driving me crazy. So I had to get on my tablet. My tablet isn't hardlined in, of course. It's on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi here, for some reason, we just are not having we've had about a month and a half of this Wi-Fi doing this thing. It's like a wave.
The Wi-Fi here.
Fair enough. Oh, there he goes with the mad loop again.
Oh, did I loop? Oh no, that was from my phone. I was just listening for a second.
So, well,
yeah, sorry.
Phones. Do you guys remember, since I got cut off in this topic, about phone cords? Like how they always tangled and wrapped around each other.
Oh yeah, I was like a mummy by the time I got off the phone.
You always had to hold it and let it unwind.
Yeah.
It was a big knot and a mass cord, and then like you have to like untangle the cord. You'd hang the phone so it would spin. You guys remember that?
Yep.
Spin the cord out. And there was always like,
oh yeah,
there was always like parts of the cord that were permanently screwed. Like you just couldn't fix them.
We need to show some of our younger audience members what a phone used to look like.
And if you walk too far, do you guys remember if you walked too far, it would just yank the phone out of the wall?
Or out of your ear.
For sure.
Like you're holding it like this, and there goes the phone.
Fly out.
So, all you young kids out there, this is what a telephone used to look like.
Kids will never appreciate slamming the handset down when you're mad at somebody.
Oh yeah,
that makes them so satisfying.
It was satisfying. You can't do that these days,
Uni, see if you can look up phone cord tangle. See the cord.
Imagine seeing somebody with a phone cord all the way around them, like just kind of crazily.
How cool and pimp you were if you had like a 30-foot cord. Like people would buy these super long cords and like sit on the porch with their phone, running all the way down the house.
I was just watching this show about the 80s, and they were talking about the big cell phones when they first came out, the box phones, in the bag and stuff, and how they were walking around, and then they had this advertisement. They're like, yeah, and you could even be special and have a phone that wasn't really working, but you were like talking on it, and they're driving, right? And this is back in the 80s with this big, huge, like, phone that's like this big on the, you know. It was great.
We used to have the original bag phone, and it was a great big black bag full of wires, and a little antenna that ran out to the top of the car. And it was just like a home phone. You pick it up, had the cord and everything, but it was mobile, so it was the new big thing.
Oh God, yeah, that thing was huge. It was like this, the box phone with it looked like a what are those the real big walkie-talkies?
Yeah,
that's what it looked a lot like.
Oh Zach Morris. Hey, let's type in Zach Morris's cell phone so we can show everyone what cell phones used to look like. Because this was actually the popular cell phone back in the 80s or early 90s. I'm sorry.
Saved by the Bell.
It's all right. You know, one of my new videos, I'm actually putting myself into Saved by the Bell.
Oh, I got to see this.
I did that with Terminator. That's the next DBC. Me and Saved by the Bell.
Oh, nice. You got
It's
Slater
just
in there
taken a while
somewhere?
to make. It's taken not yet, but it's taken a while to make with all the video effects I'm having to do. It's taken forever, but it'll be out. It'll come out soon, day or two, hopefully tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I don't know. Oh yeah, me and Kelly Kapowski. Oh, we're in love, dude.
Oh, I love Kelly, man. Oh man.
Yeah, but AC Slater just won't leave us alone. I mean, Screech is always barging in the situation.
Screech, that dude went on a whole different role after Saved by the Bell, didn't he?
He sure did, Dark Wolf. Let's look.
He got all pumped up and went into a couple adult-oriented entertainments.
Do I look like him?
I did not know that.
That's what I hear.
I won't even name his porno, but it wasn't a cool name. I'll just go as far as to say that.
So I wasn't wrong. Okay.
Loud and she's pissed. Oh, was I not supposed to read that on air, Doc? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm horrible about this chat stuff. Kate, we love you. Everybody, please type in the chat that we love Kate so she won't be mad at the Doc. I didn't mean to read that out loud. Sorry, Doc. I'm bad at live chats still. I was like, what's this paragraph? I'll read it out loud. Oh, it's a private message the Doc sent me. Oh. Anyway. Supposedly, I guess the Doc loves Saved by the Bell, so at least he likes us talking about it. But yeah, Screech Powers used to look like this. And then after he became a kid star, he looked like this and starred in an adult film. Some of the best television you'll ever see. Screech film.
He Dustin Diamond. I mean, like, really?
Yeah, that's it. You got
that
it.
even sounds like that kind of name.
You got it, dude. Yeah, he does have a porn star name.
It is
a porn star name. That would be my porn star name. Dooney Diamond. What would yours be, Dark Wolf? Let's figure each other out here. What would your porn star name be?
I'm not going to go on the air. I'll stick with Dark Wolf.
Okay. All right. Dark Wolf Diamond. Dark Wolf Sapphire.
Big Wolf.
There we go. Howling Wolf. You could be like a Native American porn star. Howling Wolf.
No, that would be Raging Totem.
We got to ask Doc.
Raging
Howling
Totem.
Wolf Big Bear.
There you go. Raging Totem.
Oh my God.
It's getting late. You can tell because we're getting silly.
Went down to some rabbit hole.
I need some more people to come into my Saved by the Bell show, though, so I have to get some footage of you, Dark Wolf.
All right, no problem.
He definitely looks a lot better now that he's gotten older, to be quite honest with you. He was kind of like that awkward phase back in the day when he was in Saved by the Bell.
So for those of you that don't know, Screech was always picked on. And, like, I always thought he was a cool guy, man. He made it funny, so I don't know why they picked on the poor kid, but, you know, that happens.
He was the comic relief.
There's even a conspiracy theory, and that's why we're going into this topic.
I love these show conspiracy theories.
Oh, you got to, because they're all drama. It's what we call on Unirock drama bomb. Let's get the drama bomb going. Everybody knows about Saved by the Bell. Even if you weren't alive to experience the magic, you undoubtedly have heard tales of one of the greatest Saturday morning programs of all time. For those of you who are lucky enough to be there. Anyway, where's the conspiracy? Where's the conspiracy? Let's find it. Oh, the truth. Saved by the Bell never happened. It's nothing more than an escapist fantasy of a delusioned young man named Zach Morris. What? Oh!
Well, what's the word? Kind of like Charlie Sheen.
He always had flashbacks during the show.
What's the word I'm looking
and
for?
He'd say, "Stop, Doc, you got to help me here."
Well, I think it's kind of like what is it, Saint Elsewhere, where you watch the whole thing and then the last episode you find out it's all a dream of a kid. He dreamed the whole damn thing and it pissed everybody off.
Yeah,
The entire series
you
was a
never
dream.
watch it again after that. But that's a conspiracy.
Episode, but yeah, I could see that Zach just imagined himself as the main guy in all this and created it in his mind. Because he does control the episode and he talks directly to the audience like Ferris Bueller did.
Right.
He breaks the fourth wall.
He does. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Or like John Cusack. I always call it a John Cusack moment.
Yeah.
You know, there's a great conspiracy theory on a movie that's Grease, and I found this about 6 months ago. It says that in the beginning of the movie, you know, Sandra Dee almost drowned. Well, according to the theory, she did drown, and the whole darn thing is, of course, a dream.
Oh, I hate that in movies.
Kitten, I love him.
I heard half of what he said because I heard your cat purring so loud.
Yeah.
I don't know why
He
they
was
came through so
purring
much
loud.
louder.
Gus, you bad little kitty.
I keep waking Kate every time I laugh, so I'm gonna go to bed. Why the
It's
hell?
been a pleasure, Doc.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah,
We
thanks
love
for
having you
joining
on.
us. Thanks for hanging in there, man.
Yeah, longer than I thought I would. Come see me at my show Thursday. It'll be good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell us again who's on there, just so we all get. We got about 40 people in here,
It's
so let's
going to
hear
be about using psychedelic drugs for spiritual awakening. And I've got Barry Cooper from Never Get Busted. He knows a lot about drugs. So it should be a different kind of show, but I think it'll be a great turnout. I think people are very opinionated about this topic one way or the other. So come on
It'll
by.
be a great show, I'm sure.
Chat room's going to be alive.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys. Have fun. Stay up all night.
Thanks, Doc. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Doc, be safe.
I'll come back to talk about any sort of 1980s or 90s technology anytime you want.
Will do.
We'll have a whole episode about calling cards and 1-900 numbers.
Oh my God! And beepers
Calling
and
cards.
beepers.
Don't get me
Beepers.
started.
Beepers.
Yes.
Oh man, do you remember?
Beep, 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 beep.
We used to prank call each other's pagers all the time, and they were dumb enough to call back.
Did you have
911.
codes?
Using 1-900 number.
911 on the
We
end of
always
it.
use codes.
No, we there were 1-800 numbers that were also dirty lines, and so we'd of course like send them to our friends in chiropractic. Like we had to wear pagers in chiropractic school 'cause for patients and stuff, and of course we'd always screw with each other because my friend would think he was calling one of his patients, and it would be like, well, you've reached 1-800 the fat girls. Slide your card in.
Oh my!
We used to use the fat girls all the time. It was one of our.
And slide your card in.
Yeah.
Insert
Was
your
it
card
easy to
here.
tell? You could remember it all the time. We used to hit each other's pager with that. And inevitably, someone would fall for it 3 or 4 times. Like
I don't recognize this number. Wait, is this familiar? I don't know. I'll call it anyway. You probably got him a lot of business. People probably went ahead and stayed on the phone.
Oh yeah.
I would have.
That was the best
Uni
one ever.
Well, it didn't charge you until you hit you had to. It was a recording at first. It was like. It's so funny. I remember it because we used it so much in college. It was like
The number one customer.
And there were
Should have
those,
probably took up stock.
at the time there were I think there were message machines that had just come out that would you could put in your phone number for them to call back. Be like, leave your number and we'll dial it back, and you'd like plug your number and of course we put that number in, so it would automatically
I never thought of that. Why didn't I think of that back then, man? Oh,
Oh yeah, message
Can't
machines.
do it anymore.
You guys remember message machines that used to think it was fun and cool to be like, I'm going to do a impersonation of Arnold Schwarzenegger on my answer.
Yes.
I have such a good story about that. I was living in North Dakota and I had an answer machine, and I thought it would just be really cool to like play music really loud and then be like, oh, hold on a second. I have the music up loud. I have to like turn it down. Just give me a second. So then I would turn the music down and I'm like, beep, you've reached my answer machine. Now leave a message after the beep. People got so mad at me.
Oh,
Like, you gotta change that. I thought you were on and I started talking.
Yeah.
My
I thought that was so funny when you like
voicemail. Yeah, I do that now.
Hysterical.
We did the one where you'd act like you couldn't hear them. We'd have like a party going and you go, what? Who? What? And someone would just be like yelling back at you, and then you'd finally be like, I'm just kidding, I'm not here. You know the message, you bastard.
And then you go,
I yelled at this phone for 2 minutes.
Oh, my mom gets so mad about that answer machine. Will you please change that? I keep thinking that it's you.
My girlfriend still does that to me to this day. She changes her voicemail. Hello? I can't hear you, honey. I promise you, I'm not making this up. Rachel does that all the time. She loves that stuff. She still gets me every time she does.
Stop bringing up this stuff because I know too much about it.
All right.
Oh, what you're saying is you want to go to bed now?
Yeah, I'm kind of beat. I gotta dig a garden all morning, which is
that sounds horrible.
I enjoy it, but
dig it.
But I didn't realize, I had this is my first year putting anything into New Hampshire, and the soil is hella rocky. Like I was trying to just use a post hole digger, and it became a 40-minute ordeal to break through the rocks.
We have clay here, so we have to get all topsoil. We can't even grow in it. It's crazy.
It's crazy how rocky this soil is, but we have tons of cool rocks that are coming out of the ground. But
make sure that you stretch prior to your gardening, mister.
I didn't realize it was. I kicked my ass the other day.
I bet it did. I've had people coming to me for the last couple of days saying I was out doing my garden and now my back is killing me. I'm like, did you stretch? No, I didn't stretch. Okay, let's stretch.
Yeah, people laugh, but gardening's no joke if you're doing it right. I mean,
no, you have to get down on your knees.
Growing, Doc?
We're building fences right now. Right now, just flowers. I like bees, so I'm putting some flowers in, and then strawberries. I like berries, but I haven't done I haven't grown anything cool in a while. This is our first time living here. We've only been here like 6 months, so we're still breaking everything in. I might try to grow some zucchini. It's like the easy no-brainer.
I remember growing
cucumbers
when I was young.
Tomatoes.
My parents, the first time I went to pick that stuff, oh my God, that stuff's so itchy.
What is it?
Okra.
Okra. Oh, that is something.
Really hairy.
Yeah, I had little raspberries that had like little hairs on them that would stab you in the hands.
Oh yeah,
your gloves. They were like little needle hairs. Those
cucumbers are a pain with that too. When you pick the cucumbers, they have all those little needles all over them.
On the cucumber, or you mean on the stem?
Yeah, no, on the cucumber itself, they have like little tiny things on them. You have to brush them off. You ever see like get a cucumber and they have all those like it looks like circles on them?
Yeah, I didn't realize that little thorns.
I didn't either.
They take them off. They take them off before you get them if you buy them in the store. But if you grow them, I've gotten them stuck in my fingers because I like growing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I had a wild blackberry patch, and it was like I had to wear leather gloves to go harvest these things because it was so dangerous. Oh yeah, patch, but they were so good, man. But holy cow, they hurt. It was like not much work. I had this huge patch, and I maybe harvested a quarter of it because it was just too difficult. I think, man, this isn't worth it. I'm just going to give this to the birds.
Dude, raspberries are good. We have raspberries bushes that we brought from Jersey, and we put right along our property over here, and they're really taken off. They've even sprouted new sprouts this year and everything. We just have to keep the grass around it really low. You know how that is.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Thing.
All right, for the 5th time, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys. Good night.
All right, now.
We'll see you
good
later.
night.
3, 2, 1. Good night.
All right. Oh, always good having you. That was Doc. Yeah, he is. He does. That was Doc Taryn P. Lupo. You'll find him over here at youtube.com/ either user or channel with another / the LCR or LCL report. I'll drop the link to make it easy. He has a big show Thursday, big guest. This guy is national. Like when Doc told me about this, he told me about this a while back, and I was like, I don't know the guy. So I looked his channel up, and I'll find it. Do you know that? Do you still have that link to the channel? We're going to try to get the link in to, shoot, what's his name? Dark Wolf, do you know the name of that guy he's doing? Cooper, I think. Somebody does.
Cooper?
Barry.
I sure don't.
Here he is. Let's look. And I want to show you this because I promise you guys. Now, look, I'm not saying you have to agree with this guy. I'm just telling you, this dude is entertaining. If you're bored or something, or if you want to watch something good, this guy's story will hook you. Yeah. Oh, Michelle. Thank you. We've got another Patreon pledger. You guys are going to make me be able to do this even better than I already do. I mean, I already make videos every day, but I do have days I have to take off for things. And every bit of your support helps more than I could ever describe. I'm very thankful. I won't forget it. Thank you, Michelle. All right. So yeah, Barry Cooper Official, Never Get Busted Volume 1. So it's his YouTube channel's right here, and I'm going to drop the link because I think that once every one of you go
A one-time Texas drug agent described by his...
Oh, we got to watch that. Sorry. But I want to finish telling you. That's really good. Even his channel opener, it's going to hook you. I'm going to hook you guys, and you're going to be like, I have to go this Thursday to watch this. So here's the link. Now listen to this really quick. Actually, let me pull it up in another window real fast so you can see it. Now look.
By his former boss as one of the best narcotics officers in the country. Now the former straight-laced lawman is using his expertise to show drug users how to conceal their stash and fool canines every time.
He's produced a DVD called Never Get Busted Again.
Can you imagine a DVD that teaches criminals how to break the law? Well, it is out there, that DVD, but what is more shocking is who's behind it.
Barry Cooper. Barry Cooper's his
Barry Cooper.
Our next guest is the infamous Barry Cooper.
I was the best drug agent in the area.
There's not a day that we don't put somebody in jail for narcotics. We're finding mainly marijuana.
I only had...
Okay, that was him. He used to be like this hardcore drug enforcer. This guy arrested a lot of people. He broke records in his department for how many people he put behind bars for possession and use of marijuana. But he ended up later, and this is not like he got fired or something or got in trouble. He made a conscious choice. You got to see what it is, and then we'll go on to our next topic. Just look at this.
5 miles of highway in my jurisdiction, and I made over 100 drug arrests in 1 year. No-knock raids are some of the most cruel, horrible tragedies a human can go through because it's so terrifying. I raided over 100 houses in my law enforcement career. The one that really stands out in my mind was, I remember a blonde-headed girl with blue eyes, like my daughters. It almost seems like it was one of my daughters now. And she had a brother, and they were so scared. And we ripped that family apart for a bag of pot. I'll never forget the last marijuana arrest I made, and something hit me. I thought, I make 3 or 4 of these a day. Almost everybody I stop has marijuana. I thought, there's got to be something to it.
Now, I have to put a disclaimer in here. In no way am I advocating the use of any illegal substance, and I'm not telling you that you should do or use or sell any type of substance just by showing you this. I'm just showing you one man's opinion and the journey he took. Now, this is the last part, and it's only another like 15 seconds. Here we go.
Well, for years, I had pounds in my house as training aids to train my drug dog. So I went home and I smoked that pot and I loved it. I'm like, this is what it's about. It's one of the funnest things I'd ever done. And I said, should I make a film on how insane the drug war is, or should I just teach people how not to get busted for pot? All these secrets I had.
A one-time Texas drug agent is now showing drug dealers and users how to conceal their stash to avoid getting busted. Is he crossing the line?
So now you get the whole gist of it. Basically, this man showed people in the 90s, I believe, how to, he released DVDs, a whole series on how not to get busted. I didn't even know about this guy. I thought I might have heard about it, but you know, when I started watching, I realized like, no, I don't think I have. And it hooked me. I mean, this dude will hook you with his story. He's very passionate. And then on top of it, he documented himself catching. So this dude used to catch criminals that use drugs. He then he flipped the script and he started setting up crooked cops that would go in and raid people and leave bags of marijuana so that they could charge people who were innocent because they thought they were selling. And I don't even know. I think he busted like 6 or 7 crooked cops. Then he got persecuted and had to leave the country because they were trying to take his children and do all this other stuff. It's all documented in this one video that I'm showing you. We've only seen 2 minutes of it. You really do need to watch it because look, I'm not telling you to watch it so you can learn how to hide your stash. I know most of you guys either live in a state where you can smoke legally or you don't smoke, or you already know how to hide your stash. I don't know. That's not why you're going to watch it. Sorry, Dark Wolf. I'm cracking you up over there, aren't I? But I'm just telling you, this guy is freaking cool, okay? Funny. He's smart. He's compassionate. And regardless of whatever his message is, it's entertaining nonetheless. So, yeah, I am so excited to get to go in and talk to this man on Thursday with Doc Lupo. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on the panel. I got some questions for him. You know how I am. I'm going to pick his brain. I'm going to make sure we ask him the questions that we want to know, which is nothing bad. I just want to talk to the dude. I want to chill with him. You know, we're going to have fun. So super cool. Super cool, man. Have you heard of this guy, Dark Wolf or Burma? Have you guys heard of him before?
I've not personally.
No, I have not heard of this guy.
I've got it written down though.
Oh yeah, dude. When you got some time,
check it out.
Definitely. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
We got to start the conspiracy train rolling, guys. Is that what you want to do? I mean, we got options. We can head over to Lo-Fi and chill for a second. You know what? I'm going to ask the audience. And Creamy, how you doing, buddy? I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we hashed things out. I'm glad you're with us because you are a Rockinati. Me and Creamy had some messages between each other and hashed things out. You know why we did that? Because that's what you do when you have a disagreement with someone. Some people might get mad. They might say something. Does that make them a bad person? No, they were angry. You hash it out. You go back to being friends. Everybody's happy. And that's what me and Creamy did. We're going to go ahead and do this. I don't know why I pulled it up, but I don't know. So we'll see what it is. We'll see what we get. You don't get a prize this time. But in the future, we're going to, and this is not some hook we're doing or some, oh, you have to subscribe in order to get something from us. No, we're just going to give out some Rockinati shirts when people say stop to this. When I get the shirts in, because I mentioned this earlier, I had to put the disclaimer. So we're going to do this. It'll spark a topic, and you know how we roll. By the time this is done, we're going to learn something. Hey, Sam and Finn, what's up, my dudes? Oh, I played the wrong clip. I got Sam and Finn in here, so we're switching it up. We got it. Okay, so we switched it up. We were going to do a random Wikipedia article, but my buddies Sam and Finn stopped in. Somebody's mic is really loud and on, if you don't mind killing that while you're chilling. Sorry, dude. It's okay. I'm just keeping it pro. So yeah, my buddy Sam and Finn, they're in my subscription. In fact, I could probably go to their name really quick because I don't type things in good, and I can go to their channel right through here. And I want you guys to see these dudes. I don't know if you guys like video games. I love them. I was just randomly surfing because that's what we do. We stream inside of a stream, and these kids are funny. They go in and make these funny videos, but they also play video games together. They're like best friends, man. And when I watched it, I was like, you know what? These kids having their own YouTube channel, and they had this video that said, Path to 100 subs. And I said to myself, man, I really want to help them hit that. So we've mentioned them before, but you know what I think we should do, Dark Wolf? If anybody has the time, I promise you, Oh, Loyal Justice, I haven't been ignoring you. I've just been like really spaced out since my stream crashed earlier. I'm going to roll up the chats in just a minute. I'm hitting all the different business I was supposed to attend to that I've been ignoring. So, okay, I'm not ignoring you, Loyal. Please don't say that again. You'll make Uni cry. I have cried on the show many times.
Don't make Uni cry. We can't have that.
All right, I feel better now. If Loyal says it again, though, I'm going to cry. Okay. Anyway, Sam and Finn. I got to play one of their videos. These dudes are funny. I hope Sam and Finn don't get mad. Sam and Finn, I'm only playing this video to try to help you guys hit that 100 sub mark, because anyone that sees what you guys do, they're going to freaking laugh and want to sub to you just because you guys are so cool. So, in my opinion, M-I-O, I-M-O, whatever that is.
Hey, Uni, I'm gonna take off, honey.
Okay, you're no problem.
I just want to say thank you for you both.
Oh, hey,
and
anytime.
Yeah, it was nice to be on. So I definitely, anytime that you would like me to come on your show, just let me know and we'll work something out.
Yeah.
And to everybody else out there, have a good night.
Hey, let me ask you something real fast.
It's always a pleasure.
Where are you from? Just so I know what time zone you're in.
Oh, I'm Eastern, Pennsylvania.
Oh, me too. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm in Ohio. All right. Sometimes during the day I need a co-host, so I'll start emailing you on days, and if you're available, hey, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, let me know. We'll hook up our schedules. So that
All
would be
right.
fine with me.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, hey, anytime. All righty. Okay,
so have a good night.
You too, Burma. Thanks.
You too, Burma. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah, these guys are so cool, Sam and Finn. So watch this video. I'm telling you, these dudes are cool. And then we'll go into our normal stuff here. This is so funny. They do such good stuff. Like really good video editing.
Trick or treat. Take one.
Can't see the screen, Bubba.
You what?
I can't see the screen. All I get is your icon. There we are.
This is funny, man. These kids, man.
Who finished off the fish?
Run.
Oh, look. He does the hand thing. He's like, ah! This is the funniest damn part right here. I swear. Says like I'm in your house if you couldn't read it. Or no, it said Mom's gone. It said, hey, this is Mom, I'm gone. And then he sees another note. It says, I'm in your house. Oh, dude. Oh, you gotta love this stuff, dude. This is what YouTube is about, man. So I'm gonna drop Sam. They're funny, dude. I promise you. I'm gonna drop Sam and Finn's link in here. They're trying so hard to hit the 100 sub mark. If you guys have the time, you know what I want. You know what I want
right now to sub.
Well, hey, Sam and Finn, I know I got you at least one more sub tonight. And they're funny, man. They are so funny. I'm not even kidding. So what we got to do, we're going to go to their channel and go to the discussion tab because it looks a little empty. And we're going to say, hey, guys, this is Unirock stopping by to say hi inside a live stream. You guys are funny. Funny. And you rock. All right. Unirock. Now, we're going to hit comment. If you guys get time to do that or subscribe, Uni would be in your debt. So we're going to help two kids who are just doing that good, like funny, hardcore. They're just learning this stuff, and they're going to probably stick around for a while if they get enough subscribers to motivate them. Look, they're already up to 70 subs. We've already hooked them up.
Heck yeah.
And that's what you do.
Way to go, guys.
Out. That's right. Sam and Finn. And they're right in here in the chat. I just want to let them know you guys rock. They are a part. Sam and Finn. That's right, Loyal Justice. Oh, Loyal said that okay, so Loyal Justice, I didn't see your message from earlier. What was it about? So I can answer on air. I'm sorry, Loyal Justice. Yes, Sam and Finn. You got it. You got it, dude. Here's Sam and Finn link. All right. Now, we were in the middle of something. What was it, Dark Wolf? I completely forget. What were we doing?
Random Wikipedia.
You said that right on time, dude. I'm going to click this button until somebody gives me a stop.
All right,
stop
for those
I get, we're going to talk.
Wikipedia hits the random button until somebody says stop, and then whatever we stop on is usually what the discussion ends up rolling us towards. So we are waiting on a stop in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We have a stop. Cat Idaho says stop.
Oh. Ooh, we got a good one, dude. We got a poet. David John Murray Wright was an author and an acclaimed South African-born poet. Well, we know of another South African-born poet who sparked an effect that we talk about sometimes. Didn't Nelson Mandela write poetry?
I believe he did, actually. He was actually very outspoken on many things. He was quite the writer, the artist, the activist.
Yeah, I got a question from the audience. What vape juice from Loyal Justice do I use? I use Bouncing Betty by Pinup Vapors. It is a blueberry pineapple vape, and it is like the best smelling thing ever. If there's one thing, when I walk around and I'm vaping, people say, what is that smell? It smells so good. And I've smoked lots of vapes where people are like, ew, what's that vape? And this one will not do that. You can get it anywhere where vape is sold if it's a major vape store. It's called Pinup Vapors. It's Bouncing Betty by Pinup Vapors.
There you go. I've never actually
happened. What's up? Oh, it's good, dude. It's good stuff.
I've never really vaped that much. I've tried a couple of friends of mine, but I've never really done it.
Now, let's just say you smoke cigarettes and you want a cheaper way to smoke. You're tired of giving the big tobacco companies all your hard-earned cash just so you can buy another pack later if you get stressed and smoke too much. Well, the way I switched from cigarettes to e-cigs, and this is only for no one under the age of 18, Sam and Finn. I hope you guys don't ever start smoking if you're still here. And also, if you're not smoking, I don't suggest you start vaping. I don't. But if you do smoke and you want to start vaping but you can't do it, there's one way that I figured out to do it. They've got these at gas stations. They are these little disposable. You just, whenever you run out, you unscrew it and you throw away the cartridge, you stick on another one, and then you got your vape filled back up. Now, this does cost, hey, Loyal, I thank you, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm picky too about vaping, man. So hardcore picky. Now, if you get one of these from a gas station, the thing is they're more like a cigarette. It helps you transition. And once you've done this for like a week, these cost just the same as a cig almost. But by the time a week goes by and you're used to vaping instead of smoking, I'm telling you right now, you'll eventually get to the point where you'll be able to pick up a regular vape unit and use it without even noticing the difference. So if you've had a problem, there you go. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the comments because I haven't done that tonight because we've just been busy is the only reason. Guys, you know I always try to look at the comments several times every half hour on the show, and I'm sorry if I missed anything. So we've got, oh, excuse me. I've been vaping. I've been streaming so long that I feel like I'm permanently stuck in the stream. Jennifer, UFO Underground. Sam and Finn, Bianca B, Loyal Justice, Jennifer, Dead GBK, Thurin, Golis, one of our new Rockinats, Bianca B. Guys, I see a lot of YouTube avatars where you're not using an avatar. Well, you're more than welcome to use a Unicat. I've got a million of them. send me a message. I'll send you your own unicat to put in your profile to make you an even more supportive Rockinati member, just so you know. Yeah, and we've got Loyal Justice. We've got Creamy. Thank goodness Creamy's back and we're all getting along, because that's what life and live streaming's about. Jennifer, I've said Jennifer a couple times already. I'm starting to repeat stuff. Disintegral. And Adam, a.k.a. Now, and Michelle. Guys, I love you. If you asked me something in the last couple hours while I was streaming and I didn't get to it, all you got to do is type it in now, because me and Dark Wolf are back. We're about to start. Dark Wolf, you got time to start the show, right?
Oh, good? You know I got time. We're early. As a matter of fact, we're about right on time right now.
That's what I was about to say. I was thinking about ending this stream and then starting our normal stream, but
that sounds good.
I figure, yeah, I think so, because I need about 20 minutes to get my stuff ready for the stream. So, yeah, that's a better idea.
I can go ahead and download the next stream as the actual show, and this will just be a hangout, you know, live stream hangout with Dark Wolf and the crew.
That's cool. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of shop and give you guys a chance to say any questions you might have had. Of course, you know where you are. You are on Unirock, one of the fastest growing new channels on YouTube, and that's not my opinion. This is what people tell me for some reason. So our goal.
You just went viral. If you ain't growing now, you ain't no growing to it.
Oh, I've been growing a little bit. See, viral. When you get a viral video, it's a little different than you think it would be. You typically see some people who do, based on the topics that goes viral, get a lot of subscribers out of a viral video. Now, like, I haven't gone viral. I had a lot of views on a few of my videos all at once. Oh, wow. I got to take that back. Whoa. That video just went up by at least 5,000 views just since we started going, because it was at 3,000 when we started. So I don't know. Maybe I am, but I will say this. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. What I'm trying to do, I watched YouTube for a little while, and I was watching the conspiracy stuff. And dude, I got so sick and tired of just seeing the same topics hashed out literally the same way. And in shows, I have actually gone in and looked up topics. Like if you type in the top 5 conspiracies, the top 5 Mandela effects, the top 5 this, the top 10, the top 50, they're all the same. And I'm not lying to you. They aren't just the same top 5, because yeah, they may be the same top 5 in each video. Sure. What they do is they actually like write down what the other video said almost word for word. Oh, why wouldn't I like it, Loyal Justice? Why wouldn't I like what you commented on my video, Loyal Justice? Tell me. I mean, we might as well talk about it here, because that way I won't have to go to the comments to talk to you. While I wait for Loyal to respond, though, I got fed up with seeing all this stuff, like people hashing all other people's stuff just over and over. So, of course, I said I'm going to make a channel, and I'm going to do it my way. And I'm not going to settle for just a guy doing what everyone else does. And that's what I'm about. So I apologize to some people who I've possibly, you know, some people have accused me of trying to shake up the tube or trying to change everything. And guess what? You're right. Your accusations were correct. That's my goal. I came here to shake YouTube to its foundation until all other YouTubeage fell to the ground, and we are going to build the rubble back into skyscrapers of video goodness that doesn't involve all that copy and paste bullshit that we've been used to on YouTube. Pardon my English, but that's right, UFO. YouTube does need a change, and UFO Underground is in the picture. We've got a bunch of other channels who are all attempting to do their very best. Oh, well, Loyal Justice, that's what I say at the end of all my videos. Never be afraid to speak your mind. If you thought my video sucked and you told me, I'm not going to get mad. I know some people are going to, you know, think some of my videos suck, that's okay. I mean, some of my videos do suck. I'll admit it. You know, it's hard to, I mean, seriously, I haven't talked about this before ever. It's really hard to make a video, and it's not what you think. Okay. It's not hard to find a topic. It's not hard to find the content to put in it, at least not in the conspiracy world. We've got topics to go for years. I'm not kidding. At least a whole year of fresh stuff that keeps coming out over and over. But the one thing that it's hard to do is you start second guessing yourself. Like, I've recorded myself doing an entire video and deleted it and started over just because I second guessed myself. And I stopped second guessing myself. I just said, you know what? I'm push and play. I might cut out some stuff if I mess up or if I misspeak or something, but I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to just say, oh, I don't think this is good. I don't care. It's not that I don't care if you guys have good content. I write everything out with the mind of having good content. It's just about my presentation and the way I talk, the way I looked and stuff. I don't look at that anymore. I just do it, man. I just do me and put it out there because look, I got this thing, right? YouTube is huge. YouTube is huge. It's enormous. And if you don't like Unirock, there's a lot of other channels out there for you. I just think that the people who do like Unirock will be those kind of really hardcore, just those type of people who are ready for the change and they're here, you know. Hey, loyal justice. And just like your name says, you're loyal and your comments do the video justice. So, hey, I'm going to take, if any negative comment I get when they're not trolling, you know, just for the sake of trolling, I'll take it and I'll factor it in on my next video. You know, if I make mistakes, I try my best to work with it. I try to fix it. And before I ramble for another year and a half, there are a lot of other channels who are attempting. They may not have the technology that Unirock has, but they're getting there. And the reason they're in the network is because they're going to get there. They're going to go out and get their own technology. It took me a little bit. They're going to go out and build what I've tried to build over the last couple months. And I'm going to tell you, I challenge you to go out and count 90% of other YouTube channels and see how many videos they put out in a month. Then I challenge you to go out and see what their content's like if they did put out a lot of videos. Because I'm going to tell you, the majority of people who rush through stuff and put it out every day, they don't do a good job. Well, that's why there's been a couple days in this last 2 months where you haven't had a new video from me. Because I'm going to work on it until it's good and until, at least in my opinion or my team's opinion, we've done the topic justice. Okay, I'm going too far. I do that sometimes. So here's the ending. Here's what I say at the end of the live streams, and then you'll see us back to finish out the night. This is a conspiracy oriented show, but we like doing other stuff. So we've got Unirock games on my sidebar where we're going to be putting up the best games that you can play. Now, does that mean that we're going to put out brand new games on there? Sometimes. It's got the best games from the past will go on there. The stuff that you play that's good, worth playing, is going on Unirock games, and all the technology is going there. Any reviews, any box openings, any of that stuff. Then, if you guys want to watch the live streams, they're not going to be listed on the channel. Some of them are because they're special live streams, special guests, special topics. Our regular shows go on Unirock live streams where you can go click. It'll take you directly in and you can watch from there. Also, we have several co-hosts. DARKWOLF'S the guy who's here the most, and a lot of our stuff will be on his page if it's with him. So always go over and check for DARKWOLF'S contribution to the show on his page and give him those clicks and those views because we like sharing the love at Unirock. DARKWOLF helps me do the work. I'm going to help him get the reward. That's how I look at it. And I don't want to take it from him, that's for sure. We'll share it. So in the last part of this is you got
Let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick. So nobody doubts what he is saying. He has been from day one been the most absolute honest dude there ever was. He said anything I do, I'm gonna help you out with, and he has 100%.
I try, buddy. You know, it was really hard figuring this damn tube out, man. And I don't even have it barely figured out. I just know that, like, it's a disadvantage when you walk in the door. There's not tutorials like you find with other stuff on how to succeed on YouTube, or at least how to get your stuff out there in a good way. So maybe I'll start doing some videos on that. I don't think I'm big enough to say, hey, this is how you succeed on YouTube. I just think that, like, you're going to find something a little bit unique over here. And I think that's what YouTube's been needing for a long time. And that's the kind of channel, those are the kind of channels we work with. The unique ones, like Doc. Doc's unique. Doc speaks his mind. Doc's a good guy, and he's all about positivity. You got to hit those qualifiers to roll with us. UFO Underground, same way. Dark Wolf, same way. Bitter Truth, same way. Alien Addict, oh yeah. You want to talk about somebody that, see, now I helped Dark Wolf. Well, you got to think about who helped me get up. Doc and Alien Addict gave me so many tips and pointers that they've really shown me a more honest side of everything. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we affect people just enough to say, like, look, we're not going to put up with this same old stuff anymore. So anyway, Dark Wolf, tell him where you're at real quick, because you're going to be talking to him in just a minute. So go ahead and tell him what's up.
Right. For those who don't know, I am Dark Wolf from Dark Wolf's Den. I do the Mandela Effect Theory series. These are theories of why the Mandela Effect could be occurring. I put forth both mine and the community's ideas and see if we can't come to the conclusion. I also do put up the live stream Rockinati shows after we're all said and done. You can catch any show that I'm in over on my channel. Definitely go check it out. If you like it, give it a like. If you give it a subscribe, and that goes for any YouTuber you find. You like what they're doing, give them a like, give them a subscribe, because it means everything to the creator, and that's how YouTube rates us. So make sure you let them know what you think. Guys, we'll see you in a little while. I'm Dark Wolf, this is Uni, and we're about to do the Rockinati.
You know it. And yeah, you always got to remember to share too, because look, that's the one thing that'll make those YouTubers get exposed. There's no way for us to, I'm going to tell you now. It's so hard. You know, I've been doing this 2.5 months, and I was just now lucky enough to get a bunch of views on some stuff. But I'm going to tell you, it's not going to go on forever. I'm going to be right back to my normal amount of views, and it's not going to matter. I'm going to be doing the same thing no matter where the views are at, no matter where the subs are at. So make sure you give them those shares also. There's only 2 things left. There's only 2 things you got to do. You got to be nice in those comments, because those are other people that are reading those comments. And you can make their day by being nice, or you can ruin it if you're not. And you can never be afraid to speak your mind. Dark Wolf, we'll be right back, buddy. 20 minutes. Sound good?
Sounds great. See you then.
All right. Rock out, bub.
Rock out.